All right, good evening, everybody. How you doing? So, what do you do when you're in a deadly heat wave in the Commonwealth of PA? You buy a baseball game. Ha! So last night I was kind of kicking around. Am I going to buy Digital Diamond Baseball 14 or not? And I decided yes, I'm going to buy it. Why not? All right. Yep. I did buy it, Samuel. And you got your digital season today. I'm just going to be. I'm just happy the fourth edition thing is in here right now. I can't really afford to buy any seasons for it at this point, just because I've got some magic things that I've got to kind of work on picking up. But it's all good. So you can get any season from Derek. Yeah. I just want to reach out and just say, hey, Derek, what's up? Hopefully all is well. And I've given it a lot of thought, and so before we get into this, JT Dutch, yeah, of course, it's baseball, dude. Not that I buy every baseball game out there, but yep, I have to do it. I mean, look, there you go. There's Digital Diamond Payoff Pitch and Digital Diamond 13. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's sort of new. The other reason that I bought it is because I was impressed watching the video last night of the presentation for Sports Illustrated Baseball. So you've run into a financial windfall. Oh, I now okay. So brothers, right? Brothers. No, that's cool, man. Um, but for those of you that are going to be buying the season for Status Pro Advanced, like or you got your season as Samuel did, be really curious to just see how you like how the flow of play. I mean, we all know Derek. Again, I've known Derek for a number of years. We haven't spoken in a while because I was away in Europe, and I hope to speak to him again before I go back. But so, I mean, his work with Status Pro Baseball was excellent and taking a really superb game. It was my favorite cards and dice game in college. I mean, when I was an undergrad, I should say. Graduate school, you don't have time for this stuff. But I'm not really so worried about that. And it's always nice to have options because I do love Stat Pro Baseball, also from Crash, so it's nice. But Digital Diamond, to me, still has a great the baseball game itself that nobody plays. It seems it's a damn fine baseball game. It's engine, and then of course the board game companion. I'm not. I'll have to use it for the Sports Illustrated thing, obviously. But it's got a built-in board game companion, um, and Sports Illustrated Baseball and Status Pro Baseball. And for $31, man, that's not a bad deal at all, at all, at all, at all. Um, But I wanted to touch a little bit first on payoff pitch. So uh, there's I think it's an excellent game. I love playing it. I love the flow. I understand that people have concerns, and I get that. I really do. But again, I'm just gonna say if you bought it, maybe just leave it on the shelf for a little bit and come back to it. Um, I'm having fun with it. Look, I mean, geez, it is what it is. I mean, I'm not again, no personal attacks or anything, but Dan is doing such a great job on this, and he's accepting great input from the community and that. So that's what I wanted to say about payoff pitch. And I'm excited to get started on that 1955 project. And as a board game companion, I think it's really, again, I think it's really elegant, and the fact that you're playing actual with actual season stats and all that. But let's look at it first. Here we go. First boot up of this bad boy. Of course, it's going to be very plain Jane right now because I don't have anything copied over here yet. So let's have a look. Do I want to allow? Geez, wow. Okay. Never heard of this. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I guess I've never seen this before. I don't know what that was all about, but okay. So here we go. All right. So somewhat familiar territory. Obviously, this is not a game that I play as much these days as others. Of course, I haven't played out of the park baseball in I don't remember how long. So blah. Let me see. GGS says exactly what you're doing. Leave it on the shelf until it's ready for prime time, in my view. Yes, exactly. So version 30. Okay, I just don't remember that little thing. So that's cool. Team logos and ambient sounds is next for payoff pitch. Yeah. Well, again, that's cool. That's cool. There's some new content coming out for it too, including a crap ton of all-star teams, which I think is really, really nice. So, I think again what I kind of predicted, because it's not the fault of payoff pitch, but when you're going on Steam and you're going up against out of the park baseball, that's a tall order. And in fact, if you look in the Steam page for this, there are no reviews for this yet. Not even anybody giving like first impressions. So, Donald Trump just got his new 747. Is in the process of getting his own personal space shuttle. In the interest of yeah, okay. So, let's go. So we can, of course, do new library, download a season, restore a season. So I'm guessing restore a season. Is this going to let me go back? Yeah, it looks like it can. So let's see how easily that works. So program files x86. Let's go to Steam and blah, 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 blah. Because some people may, oh, how do I move all this stuff over? So let's find out. Let's find out, because if it brings in all the ballparks and everything, that'd be super cool, right? What's this game called? Digital Diamond Baseball. There we go. Version 13. I don't know what the hell I'm looking for here, though. Oh, I guess I'm just looking for the seasons, right? Because I think just... oh, there we are. Version 13. Is it libraries? Let's try 2015, I guess. And there, and open, and let's see if that works. Error opening zip file, but it's not a zip file. Okay, so there's a problem. Yeah, JT, and that's all I'm going to say. So am I, but what I don't understand... Oh, you know what? Because... All right, never mind. So it looks like you can't... Well, that kind of sucks. So you have to back up. I would have to back up that season in Digital Diamond 13 and then bring it into 14. It's not recognizing it. That kind of sucks, man. That sucks because it's not even it's so look, it's not even a zip file, right? So if I click OK, let's just yeah, okay. So look, we can see it's a database file, whatever that means, right? Yeah, oops. Right, open, click OK, and error in opening zip file. So, okay, I found the first bug in the game. Yay! Copy and paste the same folder in each version. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. Yeah. Oh, JT's giving us something here to look at. All right, so let me copy this comment and go up here and paste it. EVMUX has such a weird way of doing this crap. All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's see what's going on. Bring it up here for you guys. Yeah, so I just didn't want to have to download stuff again. But if I have to, I have to. No big deal. I just wanted to see, because I set all this stuff up already, right? And it's like, I don't want to go back and just set all that crap up again. So I have to move the seasons to 14. But my question, thanks for coming in, Clinton, is like, because if I show you guys here, I'll just show you what I mean. All right, yeah, let's just exit the application and I'll show you. So I don't want to do all this damn work over again. Action PC Baseball, when you move to a new version, you just import all your stuff, all your ballparks, logo assignments, and things like that. And I really, really don't want to like go there again if I can help it. Okay. So if I go to 2015 and I go to, and I'm sorry for my rustiness on this game, guys. If we go to the ballpark editor, there we go. I don't want to have to do all this again. I really don't. I really, really, really don't want to have to do that. That's a lot of work. So you have 41 seasons in version 14, took you 15 minutes. No big deal. Don't do it. Just either move it to 14 or do a simple copy paste. Okay, I know you have the seasons, but my question is it going to give me the ballpark assignments and the logo assignments? That's kind of my hang up here. Oh, so okay, so it's just a copy paste. All right, well let's do that because I don't want to. We'll do that in a minute, but let's go ahead and get back to 14 again. I probably should have these closed while I'm doing copy paste, so let's do it. Okay. Should I? No. Let's just go ahead and do this first. Let's just poke around a little bit. Yeah, I can open up 2 folders, and I guess I can have this open while it's going on. But let's go to the download a season, and so when you do download a season, it does take you to the web page that JT gave us. My brother. Let's pick one since Clinton is here, and he's really into 1960s baseball. Let's do 1964. We've been talking about that a lot, and I'm just going to copy it from there into the directory where it needs to go. Or maybe I can, I don't know, maybe I can just pick it up right in the game. Let's see. Hopefully I can. Because that would be nice, right? So I downloaded it. Now I think I have to restore it. I think. God. All right, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where are you? Because it's not a zip file. I got to start cleaning off this desktop, gentlemen. Oh, there's me, by the way. In case you guys want to see what the masthead's going to look like for my Magic website, maybe show you that later. You guys can have a laugh then. Oh, there's that Great Teams League. That's pretty cool. Let's see how easily this works. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. Hey, cool. All right. So forget about 1964 for right now. We'll do that in a minute. Okay. There's our team editor. Hey, look at that. Okay. Oh, it's okay. So it's just all. So I've still got to do all the ballpark stuff, but that's okay. There's all the the batters and pitchers in PDF. So they're now exported to be printed and played if you want to do that way. So cool. Cool. This feels all very familiar. Let's go to the is it the player editor? Yikes. There we go. This game has so many damn editors. There's everybody. Let's look at we're always looking at the Reds, damn it. Let's look at another team. Let's look at the 1946 Boston Red Sox. And there they are. There's Jim Bagby, Mace Brown, nice. There's Dom DiMaggio. And there's DiMaggio's. And again, everything is editable in this game. So again, nothing new yet so far. Nothing new. Okay. Hey, Nathaniel, how you doing? Clinton says 1954 Cleveland Indians. We can do that certainly. There they are. Boop. Bobby Avila. And yeah, this is an excellent team. I'm going to bring in the 1948 Indians too. Good stuff. Good stuff. Where is he? Because there's a player I'm a big fan of on the 1948 Indians, but I don't think he's in the 1954 Indians because his name isn't jumping out at me right now. It's the third baseman. Damn it, what's his name now? Oh, I didn't know Newhouser did some time with Cleveland. Holy shit. Okay, so Samuel says Digital Diamond 14 comes with a free World Series 2022 Status Pro Advanced game. That's pretty cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right. Michael Silva, how you doing, man? The bash is winding down. Like, you guys are like musicians think they're divas, and magicians are even worse. All right, so I'm gonna scare you guys away for a second, and so I've got to show you. This is gonna be the masthead for my website, and that is me. No bullshit or anything. So there I am, scary looking hippie, and boom. So I'll let you guys know when the website goes up, and just get your thoughts on it and stuff like that. So I see I'm like, I look like I'm stoned. I'm not, but there. Now, so everybody wondered, what's this Beatles Eternally guy look like? Uh, yeah, there you go. That's what I look like. And if anybody wants to play poker with me, just let me know, because I'll be glad to accommodate you. All right. Anyhow, back to that. So, this is pretty good. And then I don't know what the free agents are, who the free agents are. Let's look in here. There aren't any. That's fine. Who else? Oh, 1965 Minnesota Twins are in here. This would be fun. You can do tournaments in this game now too, which is really, really, really cool. I like it. Glad Nathaniel's doing well. Which player am I talking about? Sorry, had to get up and get something. What's his name, man? Ken Keltner. Ken Keltner. Thank you. That's what I was thinking of. I don't see him on 1954 Cleveland. So, yeah, so Ken Keltner not playing for them. So I'm going to import the 1948 Indians. Okay. Number one reason. So Clinton says, number one reason you have to move from one version to another, use the player notes heavily. Okay. For the Status Pro and Fall Classic games, because you don't play Derek's Status Pro, you have to move a lot of things. So Clinton, let me ask you a question, and I mean I don't mean to put you on the spot, because there was a bit of Keltner went with Boston in 1950. Okay, I like Ken Keltner. He always plays well for me in all kinds of leagues and stuff like that. So he left the Indians in 1949. Thanks, JT. Um, Everything looks like familiar territory here. I almost want to set up a couple ballparks and see what this does. Um, we just play with the ugly, stupid, whatever ballpark is in there. I don't really. You guys just want to do that? Let's just do that. Let's see what we got here. Okay. So there's your user guide, board game companion guide. So when you hit that, what I really like about this, and again, I don't remember if version 13 had this or not. While it's nice to have the explanation videos, I really, really, really have to say that I'm old school and I love manuals. So this is the board game companion. So this is so it's still going to version 13, and then here's 14 foul outs, blah 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 blah. So there's a lot of reading here. This is 22 pages, and this thing is really 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 dense. So I would say if you're new to the game and you're using this as a board game companion, um, there's some weird stuff going on here. So I would suggest probably having this up, because I've seen Dwayne PPR weekend release. Hope I hope so. Paul, I had a crash last night, man. We were Oh no, what it was first is what's to say is when Kiss became unmasked. Thanks, Todd. I don't know if that's good or bad. Um yeah, Chris is great stuff, man. Chris is amazing, isn't he, Mike? Mike, how many? I'm like, where are you now in the bash, man? Are you going to be doing some bash games this weekend? Because my stupid work schedule, by the time I get out of there and get home, you and Jamie are already done. Yeah, I'm using beta version. Yeah, but Paul, I got a question for you. Sorry, guys. Why I got Paul here? I know it's early in the morning. Just think, Paul. Soon, it'll just be an hour difference. Elite 8, day 2. Shit. So it's almost done. All right. But that means you're going to have something going on the weekend, right? Yes, please. Because I love it. I love it. Paul, we tried to do a defensive substitution last night. We had a great game going on between the 64 Dodgers and Giants, and we couldn't do a defensive substitution. I would love to be a guest. I would be like totally seriously honored, man. So, and besides, since Bernie was on there, I have to now. So, okay, all right. So it is an issue, okay, because we wanted to put in Jim Gilliam to play third last night, and we were trying everything, and the game just finally said "Vafangustunad" and went kaboom. So, and it was a great baseball game. How about it, JT? Damn it. Damn it. We were like, no. So I tried restoring the game, and it just said, It just said, no way. All right. So, anyhow, we got that. So we go to the board game companion guide, which is, I guess, isn't this the same thing we just looked at? Yeah, it looks like it. So that's weird. So both of these, the user guide, which I thought I clicked on, oh, there we go. So the user guides are all the videos, which is kind of cool. So this time, again, you're going right to his, right to the YouTube channel. So really, really cool. So a lot of this, though, you can stick the red line. These do carry over from Digital Diamond 13 and 12, and that makes sense, right? I mean, why reinvent the wheel? So that's kind of cool. Custom libraries, and remember, there's really a lot you can do with this game, a lot. Okay, and one unavailable video is hidden. Dun dun dun. All right, exciting. Okay, let's do an exhibition game, and let's play what? Whom? I don't care. Well, my beloved Brooklyn Dodgers. Don Besant. No. Nah, we're starting Carl Erskine. Everybody's getting excited seeing Sandy Koufax, but no. Sandy Koufax, not 1955 Koufax. Nope, 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 nope. No, well, do we want to start with Erskine or Newcomb? Let's start with Nuke. Okay, and let's pit them against the well, how about the 1954 Cleveland Indians? Let's do that. Don Newcomb versus Bob Feller. So we're going to start with we have the traditional game engine. Here's what we got. Then you got the manual dice roll for that. You've got the Status Pro Baseball 4th Edition game engine and the split cards. Advanced, I'm not going to be able to use that because I don't have the seasons for that. And then board game companion and all that. I'm not seeing where I'm selecting SI, Sports Illustrated Baseball. So, and I am in version 14, and I don't see it. I do not see it. So, what am I doing? Help me here, Mavens. What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, it's going to be a good pitching duel, but I wanted to try to do this with Sports Illustrated Baseball. But I guess we're not going to. Shall we do, let's start with the 4th edition. Well, no, you know what, there might be people really new to this game. We're going to start, I think we can switch. Let's start with the traditional game engine with showing the roll. Visible. Scroll down. Scroll down. Scrolly. Oh, there it is. Board game companion. Okay, so I've got to bring up Pocket Pennant Run so it can act as my Sports Illustrated dice roller because I didn't make any dice for it. But let's start from the beginning. All right, you know, down from the door, where it began. Reading the Lord of the Rings again. Every other year I'm reading it. Okay, set lineups. Boom. And we're just going to be playing in some sort of generic damn ballpark. Okay, let's see. Jackie Robinson, Pee Wee Reese, Duke Snyder, Roy Campanella, Carl Ferrello, Gil Hodges, Sandy Morris, Jim Gilliam, Don Newcomb. Looks nice to me. I like it. Let's look at Cleveland's lineup here. Vic Wertz, George Strickland, Bobby Avila, Al Rosen, Larry Doby, Al Smith. Al Smith, when I think of Al Smith, I think of him more as Chicago White Sox. But anyhow, Jim Hagan, Dave Philly, and Bob Feller. Let's play ball. And you're going to hear this echoing. Sorry, I probably should turn off the sounds. Can I actually do that from here? Game options. I'm going to have to go back. Sorry, but I can't stand that monophonic. Whatever. Cannot stand it. Sorry. We'll get there, I promise. So, a lot of the powerful things in here, you have a play-by-play editor, which is really cool, transactions editor, schedule editing, player editing, manager profiles, ballpark editors, team editors. You can do your draft in here, postseason, just a crap ton of stuff. I think I have to go to the options once I'm in game because I want to shut them off now. I don't know. Visualizations. I have no idea what that is. Okay, that's all right. We'll do this. Library options. So Paul says he's going to be putting the Status Pro Advanced engine through its paces today. Okay, so I just want to turn off the audio in this game because it's just everything else about this game is excellent. My two nitpicks about it are the audio, and the fact that you can't have CPU versus CPU and pause after each play like you can with Out of the Park Baseball and with Action PC and Diamond Mine Baseball. I don't know why Mark never put that in. Chart editor, what the hell is that? I don't remember what that is now. Oh, cool. So that's kind of neat. I didn't even know this existed. Holy shit. Okay. All right. Reset all out charts. Jeez. So you got out charts, hit charts out, and you have board game companion commands right in here. So it's kind of cool, I guess. So base situation empty. So it's been a long time since I've really messed with this thing. Shit. Okay. Nice. It's going to be beyond our Ken tonight. If Ken Castro was here, I could say it would be Ken. Okay, I can't find game options, so we'll figure it out in a minute. Let's play an exhibition, and again, what did we say? I'm going to be the Brooklyn Dodgers with Don Newcomb, and I forget the other team. Oh, Cleveland Indians, and Bob Feller. Set lineups and play ball. Okay. I really hate that. Ugh. All right, menu. There we go. Options basic. Should be here. Manual game engine. Enable sound. False. Okay. Okay, so here we can change. This is what I wanted to see. So we can change here, which is really nice. All right, cool. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. Gameplay, speed, fast, false, enable sound, false. Yeah, pinch hitters. Pitchers, pinch hit, pinch run. Nope, don't want that. Stagger out time. Don't care about any of that. Let's just mess around. Show battle ball location. Okay, shall we play? You've changed that opening game sound. Yeah. So there's library option, place 4 sounds. Yeah, so I've been wanting to hook up a keyboard and like kind of do my own take me out to the ball game with, a good ballpark organ and with actual full chords and all that stuff, and not that da, 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 da. The other thing I'm trying to look at and see if the game will support it will be a kind of take a sample of like a crowd loop, because it just does that weird thing where you'll have a crowd and then it's dead, and I'd rather either have a loop going or not. Okay, Jackie Robinson leading off again. We're starting with just the game engine itself, and Bob Feller deals, and here we go. We're underway in whatever ballpark this is. This looks like, is this Candlestick? I think it is. Okay, deep fly ball out to right field. Dave Philly has it and makes the catch for the out. Okay. And here we go. Here's the pitch to Pee Wee Reese. And we're going to roll it, and this is going to be a strikeout. So I do like I like when I play with this to the traditional engine, and I think the presentation is really, really, really nice. So I can just get a quick look at each player's card, just like that, which is kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. All right. Who do we got up here now? Duke Snider, 2 down here. And Bob Feller deals. And this could be a base hit, hard hit ground ball into left field. And over to get is Al Smith. So single for Snider. I think the play-by-play in this game is pretty good. I really, really do. Okay, now we're gonna switch. We're gonna switch over after Roy Campanella bats, or when the Cleveland Indians come up. And there we go. No, this is not, Samuel. I didn't want to take the time on a live broadcast to bring over the ballparks or anything like that, and the logos and the pictures. Just didn't, because then I would still have to assign them, and I just can't be arsed to do that tonight. Okay. Now, this is Candlestick, actually. Okay. You can put in your own sounds. You can put in Judas Priest. You got another thing coming. Nice. Yeah, so you can roll your own dice in this game. And I think, isn't it just 3d6s? I think. I guess we'll find out in a minute. No, they're not d6s. I don't know what kind of dice these are. Anyhow, this one is going to be just, there we go. Okay. Bottom of the first. Okay, and Brooklyn, no runs, 1 hit, and a man left on. And after 1/2, it's Brooklyn 0 and Cleveland coming to bat. And let's go ahead and switch over to a different game engine. Status Pro 4th edition. So I'm not using this as a board game companion. Okay, and let's click OK. And now everybody, oh, there we go. Okay, so this was kind of missing in 13, right? Because remember when we were looking at 13 last time, like, but I want to be able to see the cards. So there they are. So I'm very, very happy about that. This makes it really worth it to me. Okay, so let's go ahead, and we got Rick Wertz leading off here. I didn't realize I was managing the Indians. I could probably switch that too, but here we go. All right, Newcomb Rocks and Fires, high pop up to second base, and easy out for Gilliam. Okay, so it's not, so unlike what Stat Pro Baseball does, is it gives me right here, like, actually the process that it went through. So let's see if we can fix that up. I know most of you guys are going to be rolling your own dice and everything like that. So, mea culpa, gentlemen. Mea culpa. Mea culpa. Let me see. Enable dice animation. Show batted ball. Mini lineup. Have no idea what that is. Let me show notes in the field. Show engine details. Let's do true, and let's see what that does. Okay. All right. So you know what? I'm happy I bought it. I like it. I'm actually feeling pretty cool with this one. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Pitches on the way, ground ball to Newcomb, and Strickland's out. Yep, there we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I want, so that I can actually look at that, so we can see, right? Because I mean, I do want to get back to playing this game. It's been ages. So we see that that came off the pitcher's card, and this is a 51, and it's an out, and it was a ground ball out. So cool. Okay. So now we're playing Status Pro. Now I want to look at something else. What is the difference? All right, so I want to look at the split cards. Let's look at that. Okay. So Clinton Park says the only thing he's not enamored with is the leader reporting stats. Okay. All right, here's Bobby Avila now. So again, it's nice to have at a glance here Bobby Avila's, like, real stats and everything. And if I click down here, where is it? Because there's a way that you actually get to see more ratings and everything on the player. Is it up here? There it is. So this is super, 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 super cool. Something I've always loved about this game. So all this stuff here, the transactions, event tables, but if we click on Status Pro, we can see what those cards look like combined versus lefties versus righties. So Mark Cohen, thank you for that. It really is super, super cool. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to leave this by default. Sports Illustrated, we'll try in a minute. Okay. So Clinton says, look at the picture black box and batter black box, and there are your splits. Boy, I wish you were right here and you could point to them for me. Okay, but it is showing the righty-righty. Kind of cool thing there, right? Okay, here we go. Bobby Avila cranks and fires, swung on, fly ball, center field. Snyder measures it, and no, Bobby Avila goes yard. Look at that. The yellow writing. Okay, I mean, I'm looking. Do you mean this yellow writing? So this is where I'm looking at the splits. That's what you're talking about. So Newcomb splits versus right-handed hitters, and in this case, Al Rosen splits against right-handed pitchers. Is that what you're talking about? For doing the split charts. And actually, I'll just make this easy on you and me. Let's go back to just 4th edition. Okay, combined stats. Got it. Yep. Thank you, Clinton. Let's leave it on lefty-righty. Why not? Or let's leave it on the split cards. Because why not, right? I think I'm going to be playing a lot more of this. I don't know why this one feels better than version 13, but it does. Of course, I don't have these as fast action cards, so I'm not going to be able to use this. I mean, I could print them out if I had a printer, but who has a printer these days? Well, I guess a lot of you guys do. Yeah. All right, so here we go. Again, no sound. I didn't assign any ballparks, and we just installed this season. And there's a ton of seasons for this game. And do remember, you can create anything you want in this game. I'm going to show you a couple cool draft leagues that are out there that you can get. There's one called Bring Your Best that is kind of like the Baseball History Collection and the All-Time Great Players Volume 1 and Volume 2 for Diamond My Baseball. So there's really, really a lot that you can do with this game. Pretty incredible. I don't know how to do tournaments or anything yet. I think that's a new thing. All right, no score. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, Cleveland. Bobby Avila with the home run. Now, I want to see, there's a couple things that I had talked about before in this game. So, I can see why Mark did it. So that you have to actually you have to go to the menu. It would be nice, although there's not a lot of screen real estate with this, so Just giving my thoughts on this. There's not really a widget. There's not a place here because this is so information rich that there's not really a place to just click somewhere for box score. Okay, so here's your defense and pen. Nice. So Clinton, I don't know how long you've been playing this, but I've been playing this version 3. And when I bought version 3, I was still living, it's my first time in the Netherlands. And I racked up some long distance bills calling poor Mark and saying, I can't figure this out. This game was a bear. So much like when Out of the Park Baseball first came out, it was like, what the hell's going on with this interface? It was the same with this. But this has become easier to use. I am going to be curious to see how this works at the player level. Version 13 kind of left me kind of, yeah. All right, cool. Who do we got here? Al Rosen. Very, very good player here. Don Newcomb deals and check swing. Campanella appeals. No swing, says the umpire. So ball 4 for Al Rosen. And of course, we can click on Al Rosen here and just get a good idea of him as a player. That WAR is not too shabby, is it? But as is true of most 1950s players, he's not going to steal. He's not going anywhere. Cool. So Clinton started version 6, late bloomer. Yes, I remember the changes. And again, I do want to remind everybody. So back in the day, and I don't have all I have now. I don't have those earlier versions on Steam. So I started with Steam. I had versions 3, 4, 5, and 6. I just bought them right from Mark, and then starting with version 7, I got it on Steam. And it'd be fun to do a retrospective of it sometime. Anyhow, back to the ball game. Here's Larry Doby. Okay, Al Rosen on at first. Cleveland with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. 2 down. Newcomb. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. Newcomb to deal. And glares over at first. Cranks and fires. Deep fly ball center field. Snyder's there and makes the catch for the out. So I think what I'm going to do is let's slow down so you guys can see what's going on here. And you can use your imagination. I can't really. So my question is, guys, I guess if you were playing with the Status Pro cards, yeah, so you can get the menu. Yes, you can. I should thank you for that. That I did know. So here's your box score. And it's nice. It's nice. And then, of course, you can go over here, get an extended box score. We always love that. We're stat geeks, right? Nice scorecard. Again, to me, the best digital scorecard out there. It's a beauty, is Pocket Pennant Run. But, I mean, I can look at this. Fly out to 9, strikeout, single, grounder, first to the pitcher covering. So easy enough to read. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at your entire play. And then scoring plays. Right now we just have one. So nice. And what's really cool is I love this. Since we're showing the board game details, we can actually see what happens. So this is going to be a good primer for me. I may be crazy enough to actually go on Fleabay or something or somewhere and find some printer to just print out some cards, because I've been wanting to actually play Pocket Pennant Run as a cards and dice game as well. So don't be surprised. It could happen. It could happen. So thank you for that, Clinton. So Mark's he's done an amazing job. Paul, are you still here? Still have a hard time playing Pocket Pennant Run. It's okay. It's cool. I love Pocket Pennant Run baseball. I do. And again, I'm picky. I mean, that's what you don't see PC Replay baseball in here because I'm not going to buy the damn charts and all that shit. So, but it's a good game. I love watching everybody else play it. All right, here's the Reading Rifle. up now as we begin the top of the second inning, and we are going to have. This is kind of funny. As an artist, there are better ways to do this. Somehow the Halo thing. Again, Mark, don't take it personally, even if you know this channel exists. I really there's graphically things that I think should be like better than this. I hate that look. And I wish I could dig into the code and say, hey, Mark, I have a better idea, which I do, by the way. But it is what it is. It's okay. All right, here we go. And Rapid Roberts deal. I'm going to turn this speed down a little bit. And fires. Hardline drive out to left. And Al Smith is going to take it on the hop. So the Reading Rifle is aboard with a single. Let's slow this down. Let's see if we can go to medium here. I'm having fun with this. I really, really am. Let's go to medium. And, oh, okay. Okay. Clinton also. Clinton, I do appreciate your guidance because I know you played this game a lot. You and Dwayne Martz are Digital Diamond, like, gurus, baby. So he says, Clinton Selling says the extended box score also includes fielding plays. And the best thing with extended, you can edit it. You can? So, really? Let's look at that. Let's look at the extended box score. All right. I didn't even notice that. So, I can edit this after the fact, you're talking about? Is that what you mean? Or, oh, no, holy shit. Wow, look at this. Okay, so I can't, so you can edit game stats for scheduled games? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. And maybe it was a thing in version 13, guys. So the more I'm messing with this, the more I'm glad I spent the $31. Not a bad deal at all. All right. Let's do it. All right. Feller checks Furillo at first. Furillo's not going to go anywhere, though. And here we go. Furillo on at first. And being held on by Vic Wertz. And here's the sign. Rocks and fires. Deep fly ball into center. And Larry Doby has it for the out. And Furillo tags. And the throw into Strickland. And the Reading Rifle is safe. So playing some little risky baseball here. Trying to get one back. So one away now for Sandy Amoros coming up. All right. Feller with a check of the runner. Furillo perched out at second. This has a nice play-by-play. Feller rocks and deals way outside, and they walk him. So 2-1 for the Dodgers, and one away, if I'm reading this correctly. I think it should be the red. I guess it's. I would switch this. So the outs should be going like this should be red, that should be white. So I'm guessing there's just one out here. All right, here's Jim Gilliam, the guy we tried to get to play last night. All right, Feller deals. Switch hitter batting lefty against the righty Rapid Robert. Furillo on at second. And Amoros, edging off the bag. And Gilliam waits. And Feller delivers. And low for ball 4. And all of a sudden, the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers have the bases juiced. But as is... we got the pitcher up. Okay, and actually they have the pitcher up. I'm sorry, there's not really much I can do about that. I'm managing the wrong team. No offense, Cleveland fans. Okay, one gone. Yep. So this has to switch around. Tight spot for Feller. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch. Line hard, and that's absolutely hammered to left. No chance for Al Smith. Plays it off the wall. Double for Don Newcomb. And Carl Furillo is going to score from third, and Sandy Amoros from second. And here come the Brooklyn Dodgers now taking the lead here in the top of the second. It's 2-1. Just pretend that we're at Municipal Stadium in Cleveland. Pretend that's not Candlestick Park, and we'll be fine. I can't go to Sports Illustrated because this season or this thing isn't Sports Illustrated. And so that's another thing that I'm wondering about this game. Let me catch up on comments here. Yes, comes in handy with fielding plays. Mark still doesn't have multiple assists as part of the repertoire. It's just a minor inconvenience. Okay, cool. Newcomb's batting numbers are ridiculous that year. Newcomb could hit the ball. The fun thing about when you have some 1940s and 1950s, you had some really, really good hitting pitchers. So we're talking about the Indians. Bob Lemon could hit the damn ball. He really, really could. So I'm trying to think some other good hitting pitchers from that area. Nuke was a pretty good hitter. So gets himself two RBI, two in scoring position for Jackie. So Mark, this has got to change. We need to see. I do like the little base thing up here. That's nice, but please make the outs read red, not white, because my eye's drawn to that red. It's not drawn to the white, so that's just a little bit weird. Not a bad thing, just weird. All right, here we go. All right, righty. So Jackie Robinson 0 for 1 today, one down. Newcomb on the second, and Gilliam on the third. And here is the pitch. Hard ground ball to third. And Rosen up with it, throws to Vic Wertz for the out. And they're going to hold Jim Gilliam up at second. And once again, there you can see, concluding with the error checks and everything like that. Very, very, very cool. Having fun. So, Clinton Park says what this game does not do, and you will need pencil and paper, it does not subtract SRRR because you are doing a traditional, I'll need to watch the pitch count like the old days. Oh, wow. Okay. Nice to know. Yeah, so now I'm seeing, yeah, so that's the thing. So this is weird, right? It's working left to right. It should be working right to left. So now, yeah, that makes it clear. There's two outs. There are these two red dots saying, there's two outs, you Egypt. Okay. So I wanted to ask you guys a question now. Those of you, so Clinton, I guess it'd be you I'm going to be asking. So what you're doing is you're using the fast action cards, and then you're just doing manual input. So I can't do it, but let's go to, because I want to see what that looks like, just for shits and giggles. So Board Game Companion, and we're going to go to split charts for this, and click OK. I want to see what changes. Okay, so, oh, because I didn't turn on Board Game Companion, so, oh yeah, there it is. So all I would have to do is type in base hit, right? How do you record a base hit? Is it like 1B in this game or something? Actually, if you play Status Pro, the fast action cards will show up. Well, yeah, I mean, right there they are. But I don't have, I have no idea what I'm doing at this point now. Okay, so let's give Pee Wee Reese a single. Just want to see how this works. Fell at the bell, because you know what? Oh no, I can't. Shit. Well, yeah, I was a Board Game Companion. I could use this with Strat. All right, two out. Bit of drama here for Feller and Cleveland. Runners at the corners. All right, I just wanted to have a quick peek at that. Again, I know most of you guys are going to be playing this. You're going to be entering your own results. But I do. So Status Pro Advanced. Is it going to yell at me? I think it is. Yep. Okay, so there it is. This is what you got to buy from Derek. Although I don't think this team's available from Derek. Or this thing. But that's cool. All right. I like it, man. I really like this. I like this one better than version 13. And I'm going to get back to the traditional role visible. And let's play with that a little bit again. Because I do think this is just such a good baseball engine that I think it's ignored. I started telling the story of Clinton. So very, very quickly again. So back in the before times, and Clinton and I were just kind of talking. And I was doing a thing from the Netherlands. And I'm like, I said, yeah, it's a pretty cool game. I said, but then I noticed, because I was playing a pirate game, I'm like, wait, Roberto Clemente has the same arm as like every other outfielder? I'm like, what's that? That makes no sense. You guys know your baseball history. Clemente had a damn howitzer. He didn't have an arm. He was like, yeah. And so I had just mentioned to Mark, and he said, well, defense not really a big thing, not really worrying about that. I'm like, what? So I mentioned it offhand to Clinton, and that was it. And Clinton took one for the community, man. I guess it was, I'm not going to get into the whole thing. Clinton fought hard, and that is why we have defensive ratings in this game. So, he says he built 50 seasons for Mark back then with outfield rankings. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I got a printer. I do not. So, and there's the fast action cards. Yeah, because I know that for any of these players, so again, if we go to Duke Snider, for instance, I know that I can print, not from this screen, but I know that I can print, when I'm looking at players, I know that I can print their particular specific fast action cards or whatever, so I do know that. So, and this is coming back to me now, how to read these and stuff like that. So, good stuff. So they're in the right-handed picture, so we can pretty much see kind of what's going on here. Yep. Nice. All right, now we're back to the traditional board game, and here we go. Rolling for the swing, and this one is going to be a hard ground ball to first. Vic Wertz feels it, and he beats Snider to first for the outs. So again, now even when you're using the traditional engine with this, it's showing you 2 outs, and it's giving you G3-3 hard 4-3-1. That'll do it for Brooklyn in the top of the second. 3 runs in the inning thanks to Don Newcomb. And now they have jumped on top 3-1. Bottom of the second. And we got Smith, Hagen, and Philly due up. I do like the play-by-play in this game. I don't think, out of the box, it's as good as Diamond Mine Baseball. But that's okay. Yeah, I like it. So instead of Lyman, use Baseball Reference. So what's nice about Dombrov Baseball, when we do get to the Sports Illustrated component, we can't use it in here. Dombrov Baseball is the digital adaptation of Sports Illustrated Baseball, because you can create any season in there, or anything. Your Sunday softball league, if people still do that kind of thing, I don't know. And the game engine actually creates, in Richard Dombrov's game, actually creates all the charts for Sports Illustrated, everything like this. Now, what I'm gathering here from Mark Cohen is we're not going to have to pay for Sports Illustrated seasons, because I do love the game, and I play a lot of Dombrov offline. And Dombrov, Clinton, uses, you can choose between to use Lyman, you can use Baseball Reference if you want to build leagues. When I do create leagues and projects in Dombrov, I prefer the Baseball Reference workflow, Richard calls. So right now, still king of the hill as far as Sports Illustrated Baseball goes. But this is nice. I really like this, and I like being able to kind of switch game engines on the fly, which is really cool. That is really, really super cool. And still, for me, because I'm a digital dude, keeping it in that kind of thing. But again, you got the board game companion in here, and I guess it's just kind of knowing the syntax for the weird plays, because you know they're going to come up, right? So, Aaron Reed, welcome in. Dombrov plays well. Yes, it's Richard. I guess apparently the I've heard a rumor that there's actually I guess he's going to do a whole new whatever. I'm sorry, I left the little tiger up there all that time. Okay. I'm happy with this, man. This is pretty nice. For this game, I do have to pay attention to the play-by-play. I usually don't look at it unless it's Diamond Mind or this one. The other ones, I really don't look at the play-by-play, but this is not bad. Feels good. All right, here's Al Smith. And again, just clicking on Al there and getting all this kind of good stuff. Wow, it's even going to track splits on the road, at home, and average runners in scoring position. This is cool. Again, I know you guys like, yeah, this is all in 13 and 12 or whatever. So you can get to see his event tables. That's real. This is nice, man. Good job, Mark. I'm glad I bought it. Thought about it all day, and I'm like, screw it. JT knew I was going to buy it. Yes, I do. I do have the newest Dombrov. Clinton and I were early adopters of Dombrov baseball. I have it, and there's Z-plane animation now. Fly balls kind of look like fly balls. Home runs look like Mickey Mantle hit them, though. They go out of the park. They don't land in the seats. But yeah, it's playing better. It is playing much better now. I really like it. Okay, here we go. So Al Smith in there now, and Newcomb looks in, and here we go. Here is the pitch, and this one is going to be in there low for ball four. So Al Smith, good eye up there. All right, brings up Jim Hagan. Let's have a look here at Al Smith, and let's see if we want to steal with Al Smith. And let's just look at his stats. What kind of base stealer was he? Forget it. 2 stolen bases in 1954. He was caught 9 times. Al's not going anywhere. Here's Jim Hagan. All right, Hagan in the box now. Smith leading off first. And the wind and the pitch from Newcomb, actually from the set and the pitch. And this one is going to be a hard ground ball to Jackie, and fields it and fires on to Jim Gilliam, who fires it on to Hodges for the double play. How about it? Wow. All right, 5-4-3 double play, and 2 down brings up Dave Philly now for these Indians. 2 gone here, bottom of the second. Newcomb deals. And ground ball back to second, and fielded by Gilliam, and fires on to Gil Hodges for out number 3. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base for Cleveland. 2 in the books here in Pretend Municipal Stadium. And it's Brooklyn 3 and Cleveland 1. Let's switch it back to status pro baseball again. Or we can just autoplay this game and let's explore some other shit. What do you guys want to do? I don't care. I'm easy. Forrest, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Our lone San Diego Padres representative in the family says, did you figure out that you can play with the Status Pro cards earlier? Yes. I'll show you. They do show. I'm so happy. They didn't in version 13, and that's why I'm like, okay, I was really upset with version 13. But check this out, brother. Bam. There you go. That's it. I know Status Pro Advanced is super cool. I know Derek is a friend. I don't have the money right now for $25 a season. I really, really don't. I've got to go with this. You know, it's going to cost me a lot of money to move my stuff back to Europe, so I got to really be careful with my pennies. And you know what? I'm having a great time with this. So, Forrest, we've been switching from between the traditional game engine of this and Status Pro with the combined cards and Status Pro 4th edition with the split cards is what we've been doing. And having a lot of fun and letting it show the engine details. This plays the way I wanted it to last year. I'm very happy with it. All right, Bob Feller, Roy Campanella in the box now. Nobody out, and Feller ready to deal here. Looks down, gets a sign from Jim Hagan, and here's the pitch. Ground ball through the infield. Doby coming over, but it gets past him into the gap, and Roy Campanella has himself a double. So Brooklyn looking to pile on to a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 3rd inning. Carl Furillo now in the box. The Reading Rifle. Campanella on at second. Feller looks in. Here's the pitch. Hard line drive toward 3rd base. Too hot to handle, and that's going to whiz right by and into left field for a base hit. Smith on it quickly. A single for Furillo. And would I like to attempt an extra base? Nah, not with a 3-1 lead. We're good. All right, so Campanella is going to hold. So probably could have run on Al Smith, but why chance it with nobody out runners at the corners? Furillo, man, he's really Yeah, see, 1950s baseball, right? All right, here's Gil Hodges, the man who had a novena said for him to get him out of a slump. Runners at the corners, Ferrillo at first, Campanella at third. And Vic Wertz holds them close. Ground ball to third. Rosen up with it, throws to Avila for the out, and Campanella will come in to score. So we got an RBI, and it's now 4-1 Brooklyn. Good stuff. Do they show? No, they don't. I don't remember them showing up in version 13. I really, really don't. Yeah, I'm fine with basics Status Pro. I mean, that's what I played um, back in the day when I was an undergraduate. This is what my buddy Brian and I played. We played just Status Pro baseball, no whatever. We love the Z charts though, and I guess they're in here somewhere. They're legendary. I don't know how to get to the charts, but I'm not going to worry about that. So, what do you guys think about this thing so far? Do you like it? What do you think? What do you think? If you want to do that, install the World Series demo. Clinton says saw the Padres' old Jack Murphy in 1980. Just couldn't have clicked on the results last year on the card, that is. Yeah, so clicking outcomes of Status Pro cards are only available when using the board game companion. Okay, so that's cool. And that's nice. And I think that's a Paul Fay innovation, actually. So I really, really like that. So apparently, I don't know why it did this. Upcoming games. There we go. So when you click on this, it's going to change stuffies and thingies. So you can see, like, so Cleveland's going to be playing St. Louis Brown or whatever they're playing. Whoever this is, I don't know who SN is. And then click again, and you're back there. Um, Boy, is this bringing back some nice memories. It really, really is. All right, Clinton says we'll be right back. Got to really thank you, Clinton, for all your help with this. So yeah, anything in blue, you click, and so if we did board game companion again, but I don't have the cards, so yeah. So there you go. But you can click on it, and it will execute the play, which is real nice. Okay. Played all year. You're a Status Pro nerd. This is my favorite analog baseball game. Absolutely loved the living crap out of it. Had a lot of stuff for Status Pro, and ended up getting lost, man. So JT says it's too similar to version 13. I guess, but I don't know. I like the way this is playing. I don't know why. Maybe there's something I'm remembering about 13, and I'm like, oh, this is not really my cup of tea, but I'm still glad I bought it because I do want to support Mark. I think he's done a great job through the years with this excellent baseball game, and I'm glad I bought it now. Um, but we're going to go ahead and quick play this one. And blah, 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 blah. And let's go to the top of the ninth, I guess. Do I want to play No, I don't want to use the traditional engine. We're doing split cards. Okay. And then let's go to top of the ninth. Yep. All right, there we go. And boy, Dodgers absolutely put a whomping on the Indians, 11-5. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Save and exit. Am I ready to exit the game? I am. There we go. Yeah, it's a new part to be able to click it. I had the cards last year, but couldn't click on them 100%. So the other thing too, of course, if you go to the player editor here, and I just have just one thing in here. Let's bring up Joe Adcock, and let's actually look at. Is this where I want to look at him, or not? God, there's so much in this game, guys. So much. There always has been. But there is a way that you can just do all the cards or whatever. Yeah, good stuff, right? So you can generate players from another library, import from another library, uses the Lemon database. So Clinton, you said you were able to do this with Baseball Reference. So I think it is that, isn't it? So there's import status pro data. Nothing selected. So import files. Blah blah blah. Okay, I don't have that right now. That's fine. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, right? All right. Yeah, I would love for you to come on the stream. Damn it. Show me how. I'd love it. Yeah, I've been waiting. Trying to get all kinds of folks on here. I'm kind of just curious. Let's go ahead and get out of this library, and let's. Yeah, so that's what I've got to do. So if I back up the library in 13, then I should be able to bring in 2015 without doing all the stupid whatever. Okay, open a different library. Let's download a season because I do got. If you guys are into draft leagues, this one's pretty intense. If it's in here, if not, I will just find it. I'm sorry, I'm being really, really. Um, I think bring your best is it restore season? Select a file. I think bring your best is in here somewhere. So not everything that's available for this game is going to be there. You actually have to also go to the forums, and you'll see two sets that I made actually. Not the Great Teams League. Where is it? I could just like download it again. I think that's what I'll do, just to show you. Doesn't take long, and I can yeah. So the other thing is that if you're looking for seasons that aren't in there, and again there's a lot, just go to Digital Diamond Baseball, and custom created player libraries. So these don't show up. So don't forget. So here's the two that I did for my old name. Best of the 1910s and 1920s. I never got around to doing 1900s. I should have, but I didn't. This is the one I want to show you. This is 4,000 players. This is incredible. There's a couple fat, uh, big fat things. Derek Bain has a couple player libraries in here, by the way. But here for a lot of you guys, this would be kind of fun. So George Curcio did actually Curcio in Italian. He did a lot of libraries for Digital Diamond Baseball. So this library is based on players who actually played for a franchise between 65 and 73. For a player to be included in this library, must have played more than 100 games in one season. Position players pitched in more than 25 games in one season, starting and relieving combined for one franchise. Each player appears only once in the library in cases where a player was with more than one franchise during the time frame of 65 to 73. He was assigned to only one franchise for which he actually played. The determination of teams was based on a combination of some of the following actual games, yada, 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 yada. So, let's do Bring Your Best. This is crazy. This is like over 4,000 players. I forget how many teams. Oh, yeah, so there's 163 teams in this thing already. So, let's just put it on the old desktop. Bang. And let's do this. And I do believe it's Restore Season. And I'll find it somewhere. Somewhere over the rainbow. This is just fun to go through. Damn it, you guys just saw me download it, right? There it is. Boink. So let's look at this library. This is pretty crazy. This is pretty crazy. So if we first look at this team editor, there's 186. Now these aren't right. You can of course do what you want. These are all fictional team names, but they're real players. This would be incredible for a McGreevy League type thing or whatever. And you can make these things as big as you want. It's just if you're feeling crazy, you're feeling crazy. But there's everybody, and this is a pretty good cross section of people. Some people here, I don't remember. There's some people not here. I'm like, oh, that's really weird. But it's easy enough to bring in players. So Hannes Wagner not in this league, but both the Wayner brothers are here. There's Paul. There's Lloyd. Whatever. But then here's all the teams. So we'll just pick one at random. Burlington, Vermont. I guess they don't have anybody on there. I don't know. Calgary. What am I doing wrong here? Maybe these aren't assigned to teams yet. Yeah, they're not. You've got to assign them to teams. It's a draft league. So this is completely free. Somebody did a lot of work here, and that's a lot of baseball players. And it's very, very easy to bring in a baseball player as well. So import players from Llama Database, because I think Hannes Wagner needs to be in here. Okay, so let me see if I can just type Wagner. I don't know how this works. Can I just do, let me clear all of these, and let me pick, am I going to get Wagner here? Probably not. Oh yeah, there we go. It's 1908. Let's clear all and select Pittsburgh. And let me see, hoping this works. I'll enter, okay, first last. And you can use baseball reference ID. But let's just try Hannes Wagner. And it is Hannes, not Honus, by the way. Because he should be in here. He should be in here. Let's import him. Yep, I do. I just want that player. No players created or updated. So, import. Yeah, so is he in here? I don't know. I have Pittsburgh selected. Strange. Do I want to place him on the free agent team? I guess. Try this again. Alright, let's close this. I don't know if he's here. Let's find out. So, next. No, I guess not. That kind of sucks. So I've done something wrong. I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong? So yeah, so Hannes Wagner not in here. Not sure why. Used to be able to just import him. Blah, 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 blah. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? His visitors show how to use baseball reference to load in player stats, to make players and cards. No, don't stop, man. I'm going to have you on here. You kidding me? Import status pro card data. Nice. So why am I not... Okay, what am I doing wrong here? Tell me, gentlemen. Please tell me what I'm doing wrong. It looks like I'm doing this right. So let's go back. Again, Hannes Wagner, great year in 1908. So this is, you're going to have, you're picking seasons, so this isn't like that in that way, the baseball history collection. So maybe I have to leave these checked and do it like this. Maybe. I don't know if they had splits for 1908. I doubt it. Okay, if you click more than one team, when you're importing a single player, you get one player record for each, blah, blah, blah. Any new teams. If you place on free agent team, the players will replace free agent team instead of the player's original team. Okay. Right? This is weird. This used to work like really nicely. Okay. Import just this player. No players created or updated. Hannes Wagner. So this isn't working. Yeah, but this says here, Clinton, another player's full name, baseball reference ID, or retro. But we'll try this, okay? So it should be HOWAG1. Should be Wagner's because it's the first two of the first name, and then I think this is his baseball reference ID. Let's try this. Nope, it's not working. And I'm going to double check my work right here. Because this used to work, so I'm kind of a little bit curious what the hell's going on with this. And maybe I got his reference wrong. Yeah, it's the last name first. Okay, got it now. Let's try this again. Lyman database 2025 or 1908, sorry. Because this should be a little bit more clear. All right, and I'm just going to copy this bad boy right there. I forgot it's 01, so of course he couldn't find it. See if this works. So this is the baseball reference ID. Import just this player. Import, and yes. What? There he is. Now he's in. Okay. So Mark, you got, unless you're calling him Johannes Peter Wagner. Okay. So he's in. Yeah, I already did this. Okay. So close. And now Hannes Wagner should be in our Bring Your Best. There he is. The Flying Dutchman. All right, cool. Glad we figured that out. Okay. So, first name, last name doesn't work. But I remember the rule now. It's first three letters of the surname, or first 5 letters of the surname, and then first 2 letters of the last name, and then 01. And then like if you're doing Dutch Leonard, there's 2 Dutch Leonards, so you would like have to know which one that you're pulling in. So cool. There. I don't know how many players are in here, but I'm just glad to see. Don't know why Hannes Wagner was not on here. Now, you can also see, and again, this is nothing new. And you can put him on any team that you want, by the way, and this works with any players, which is cool. So you can even do like a new player type thing, and we could put Clinton Parks in here if we wanted. But anyhow, let's cancel our changes, and there we go. Cool. So I'm going through a lot of this that was around in 13 and in previous editions. The other thing, there's things in here I've never looked at, like the play-by-play editor, because it's kind of weird. I don't quite understand it. I don't know if there's. I'm hoping there's documentation for this thing. So all kinds of call stuff up here. So like a hit and run. I don't know what's going on here. So mea culpa, but you can edit the play-by-play in this game. I just don't know how to do it. Roster tool is not going to not going to do a lot here, is it? Let's open a different library, and you really do get a lot of value for your money in this thing. There we go. All right, there we go. Pretty cool. And yeah, nice. Pretty nice, guys. So thoughts, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Is this something you'll buy? Something you'll play? And for those of you who were watching earlier, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. I think it's certainly, good God, so much to play. So my poor hard drive's going to be getting a workout here. That's for sure. I'm glad I bought it. I really, really am glad I bought this game. I have to say, it's my Brooklyn Dodgers here for a minute. There we go. So, and it treats it as an HTML thing. That's kind of weird. I don't know what link we're opening. We're just opening that. Switch to batting stats. What's this? There are no notes for this player. Okay, so this would be a Clinton Parks thing. He talks about that. And then you would click that there. This is supposed to link to Baseball Reference, but it doesn't. No big deal. Cool. What do we have up here? I have no idea what that even says. Season overview, postseason, box score viewer, draft. Ooh, draft. That'll be fun. We should run a draft on this. Let's look at our options. So this is kind of cool. Hey, expert options. This is only recommended for expert library creators. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. Let's look at our logo options. Auto logo search. True. Okay. And logo subfolder. I'm guessing. Specifies a subfolder that the system needs. Okay, but it looks like that. So you've got to still have your logos copied over. I was hoping there'd be a nice sort of like lazy way to do it, but apparently not. That's okay. That's all right. Okay. Player picture options. So you can change this to just first name, last name if you're using your Action PC ones and Out of the Park ones. Show pictures on schedule. Yeah, I love this, man. This is so cool. Cool tutorial cities in the community. Yeah, he's got some greats for us. He's got some great tutorials here. So guys, this is $31 right now. It's 10% off on Steam. User interface options. Here we go. Ah, yeah, there we go. Base font size. The font size looks nice, though, now. I do have to say that. Enable scaling true. Custom background color is whatever. I guess I can make it a nice sort of Kelly green here. Or a forest green. Let's do that. Oop, there we go. Nice. Nice. I don't like the stupid. There we go. Nice. Oh, there we go. That looks more baseball-y to me. What's the draft do? Let's find out, baby. Wow. Okay. So if we had the time, I would actually bring your best, and just see who gets where. I don't know what the hell you would even do with something that big. Huh. But there you go. You even have an Ask the Scouts thingy. Kind of nice. I guess I have to decide. I have to read up on the draft on how to say, oh yeah, I want to control like this team or what have you. So this is pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool, man. So Aaron, it is a text-based game. But the thing I'm worried about though, so this is kind of like an HTML thing, because as I'm mousing over this, it's using the like on mouse over, and it's going to change the text to highlight it. So that would be. Is there a demo for this thing? Because it'd be nice if you got the demo first. This thing has manager profiles for each team, so you're getting a ton for your money. Dwayne Martz has said this is the best bargain on Steam. I agree that this and Out of the Park Baseball are the best bargains for. You just get tons of great baseball here. So lineup lets the computer build the lineups. You want to specify lineups. Lets computer build lineups at the start of each game based on ability or on real life playing time. You can apply everything globally, or you can just set each manager the way that you want to do it. And I mean, we're talking like you're getting deep down into here, like is E-War limit, and you're going to give computer manager only replace player for defensive purposes. The E-War limit is less than this limit. So all the little question marks give you everything that you need to know with call outs. So Aaron, to answer your question, I don't know how that's going to work with your software. And I don't know. Let's check with Steam and see if there's a demo of this game. I don't know that there is, though, because it would be nice. I think more people should do demos. They really should. David Baseball demos and all that. So there is no. Yeah, there's no demo for this thing, unfortunately. Wow, look at version 13 is only like it's less than $2. It's right than number 14, but I'm pretty damned impressed. I really am. So I have a friend that owns this game. Sorry to audit your ears there, Jets. Who is it that owns this game? Dwayne Martz. So Dwayne picked it up, and Schneeve, I forget who Schneeve is. Schneeve wants it. So it'd be about $9 fewer than what you paid for Out of the Park 27. So would it be fair to really compare the two games? I think in a way, yes. Because this does have a strong digital component to it, I think it would be fair to compare it to Out of the Park Baseball and even to Action PC Baseball. So my initial thoughts would be this. The user interface, I know Mark has been working on this. And again, going back to version 3 and version 4, it was like I really had no bloody idea what I was doing at all. But I do like that kind of everything is compartmentalized. It's just kind of knowing sort of the terms of what's going on. The sound is awful in this game. I'm sorry to say it, but I don't like this game with sound. I think the presentation is nice, except for the goofy gold spheres behind the players. Ballpark assignment, it's not too bad, I guess. So we'll do one. Let's go to ballpark editor, and we're gonna do. Can we import a ballpark? No. So this is the seam heads. We're not gonna do it that way. So we're gonna do a new ballpark, and we are going to. Let's first import the park, and from this, all you have to do is go to wherever you have your ballpark. So for me, let's just use DK Sports. data, and I don't even know what I'm importing here. We're just going to bring in a ballpark. And let's bring in, let's just bring in Anaheim Stadium. Okay. And, okay, I ran into this last year. Why is it doing this? Hmm. Got to find out why this is doing what it's doing. Because I ran into this and Dwayne showed me how to do this. So let me try something else. So hang in there, guys. I'm going to import one of these bad boys from last year's version of the game. There we go. It's just the same ones. I have no idea. Okay, I'm obviously doing something wrong here. And I don't know what I'm doing. So I don't know. I wish Dwayne Marsh was in here. Because this is not accepting these. But it did. Oh, you know what? Because I think I have to put these. I'm going outside the directory. I think Clinton's right. I've got to copy these over. JT Dutch says, tell me why I should get version 14 if you already have version 13. I'm not interested in Status Pro Baseball or SI Baseball. Then you shouldn't. All right. Forces he's passing out. Have fun. All right. Yeah, I know. I get that now, Clinton. I've just got to copy them over. So you guys want to sit here for a minute while I do that? We'll do that. But let's get rid of this first. Yes, I do. Yeah, so JT, I guess there really isn't a reason to do it. All right, well, I'm going to copy and paste. We can hang out and talk for a little bit, right? Yes, we can. All right. And actually, I'm just going to take the DK Sports Data Parks. That's what I used before. Doesn't matter. Boink. And yeah, I know, Clinton. I only have 817 ballparks. I'm way behind you, so. Okay, and copy. Why not? I'm so tired. Why am I doing this? Because I love you guys. That's why. 14. Data files. Ballparks. Paste. There we go. 817 items. That's not too bad, right? Okay. Let's do a new park. And let's look in, not 13. Up. And up. And up. Holy shit. And there we go. 14. And 14. And ballparks. And let's find PNC somewhere. Because it's Purdy. It's Purdy. Yeah. It's Purdy. Oh, we got PNC Park. Please work. Oh, there we go. Look at it. Ain't she Purdy? Damage for PNC Park. And of course, there's no pirate teams that would use this, but this is how easy it is. And PNC Night, open, boop. There you go. There's your ballparks. And PNC Park, Pittsburgh, whatever. So it's a bit of work to do the ballparks in this. This was open in 2000. Year closed. No, forget it. And I think I have to bring in that Seamheads database for this to look right, because PNC Park isn't It's quirky. It's got weird dimensions. But there it is. Yeah, Age of Wonders. Dude, seriously. Yeah, I got to put in the photos and stuff too. Age of Wonders is fantastic. The more you guys talk about these other games, the more I do want to do a spin off channel. For games like Age of Wonders, Total War Warhammer, Diablo, Path of Exile, Dragonkin, all that shit. I've got like almost 4,000 games just in my Steam library. It's like, it'd be fun to play some of these games. I don't play first person shooters, so, but. Oh, there we go. Edit layouts. So, yeah, you gotta do this. But this game does a great job. Watch this, man. So you just pick. So there's no sliding around. There's no bullshit. Look at that. So easy. It is so easy to do this. You don't have to, like, see, look, I can just, you can, wherever you click, this does just a great job. Again, it's Zen, but that's okay, right? Zen is cool. There's our left fielder, center fielder, and our right fielder way over there. Right-handed batter, we're going to put him about right there. Move that over. So I like that. I think this does a great job doing this. I'm very anal about this, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then first, second, and third, and we're ready to rock. So you don't have to worry about fence heights like you do in Action PC Baseball. Boop, and there we go. So PNC Park day is done. The day is done. And then I would have to just do that same edit layout in the nighttime. Now, what would be nice is if you could just say, okay, I want to import the day settings into night. But, and I was talking about there, I think I have to load the Steamheads database because see that little cut there in PNC Park, that's not showing up in those dimensions that we had. But let's cancel that. So he's working on making the runners and fielders move. Oh, that's so cool. PNC did open in 2001. You're absolutely right. I don't know why I was thinking 2000. Thank you for that. The Cubs and Bears, you said you'd like Europa Universalis and Victoria 3. They're very time consuming if you don't have them, try them. I got a lot. I might have one of them. I'll have to look at my Steam. We'll have to look at my Steam library some night and see. And if you guys would be interested in a spin-off channel from this in which there'd be no baseball, there's a lot of good stuff on here. Age of Wonders is incredible. It's an incredible game, Age of Wonders 4. It's the best one on a lot. Planetfall is good too. But Age of Wonders 4, you can just create anything you want. All right. So it's great to see the Cubs and Bears here. Clinton Park says, check my seasons real quick. So you have your 1950 Forbes Field and your 1908 Exhibition Stadium. There you go. Yeah, Exhibition Stadium, the first home of the Buccos. By the way, I just want to make just really quickly, guys. We're getting our asses kicked with this heat wave, and it's going up into New England. It's going all over the place. We were as hot as Florida today. Tomorrow we're going to break 100 degrees in Pennsylvania. So people in Arizona would laugh, but remember, Arizonans, you guys don't have humidity. You can duck under a tree and it's nice, and the nights are cold. When I was driving home tonight at 10:30, it was still 90 degrees, 90. So guys, if you're in this big heat dome, it's got a couple more days to go, 3 more days to go, really. Please stay hydrated. If you don't have to be out in this shit, don't do it. Stay in and play baseball. Yeah, we're going to hit 100 and... What are we hitting tomorrow? Let me see. Tomorrow's going to be 100, tomorrow and Friday are each going to be 100 degrees. That's just insane. Saturday, it's going to cool off to 94, and then Sunday's going to feel like heaven. It's going to be 85. Monday, 72. Tuesday, 69. So make of that what you will. Anything else you guys want to see with this? Pretty cool. I don't know what I'm doing here. It's asking me to import things. Um, so let's do Crosley, old Crosley in black and white. Let's see what this thing does. Park year. I don't know, 1940. Reds were pretty damn good in 1940, weren't they? Unsupported or older version. Okay, never mind. I've got to learn how to work on all this stuff. Season overview, blah, 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 reports. So this is what you were talking about, Clinton. Okay, is that you say you weren't a fan of this? There's nothing to show on here right now, but we will have to look at this. Rosters, leaders report, edit everything. Okay, so you can edit all of these things that you want to do. Nice. So yeah, JT, the reason I upgraded is because I will say this. So try the World Series demo. Okay, where do I find it? Where do I find it, Samuel? Crosley opened in 1912, same as Fenway and Ebbets. I think Ebbets opened in 1913, actually. Yeah, swimming pools are like bath water. So I drink a lot of water anyhow, even in the middle of winter. I drink, just lots of water. But I had my water out there today, man, and I mean, it was so hot out on the dock that we call it, right? So inside the warehouse in FedEx called a dock. So I work 2 hours in the office and 7 hours in the dock, and the water was warm. Oh my God, it is awful. It's in the import folder. Where's the damn import folder? So what am I doing? Thanks, JT. Hey, I'm not going to quote about a year. So you were right about PNC, and I was right about Ebbets. So we're even, brother. Okay, it's in the import folder. This is where I need your help here. Um, so I'm not opening a different library, and I don't see anything that says import. So remember, I haven't played this in so long. All right. Thank you for that, Clinton. I have no idea what I'm looking for, man. Import folder is the rest of the digital diamond. Okay, so I have to go to that, is what you're saying. So I'm getting this right. I appreciate you. Okay, so appreciate you, Samuel. So, all right, so I'm going to go into where I have this on Steam. You've been talking about this, so yeah, I guess we should try it, shouldn't we? Let's see what it's all about, Alfie. Am I in the right one? Program file, Steam. Yeah, where are they? Where are the apps? Where's Common? Where the freak am I going? I almost dropped the F-bomb. Can you believe that? That's awful. Steam apps. Common. Yep, there's Age of Wonders 4, baby. You guys want a great roguelike? It's so much fun. Approaching Infinity. So cool. Anyhow, back to it. And I'm looking for Digital Diamond Baseball, which I went right by, like in Egypt. Okay, is it going to be under data files? Import. Ooh, cool. Shit. What am I looking for? Clinton says he wouldn't trade misses for the world, and he shouldn't. Okay, Samuel, I'm not. Am I going to my status pro thingy? 2022. Oh, there's nothing in there. Oh, here it is. World Series set. Batters and pitchers. So what do I do, man? Yep, Status Pro. I'm in there, and now I'm seeing the 2022 World Series for batters and pitchers. Do I just like what am I doing with this? I have no idea what I'm doing with this. No, I don't want to use that stupid thing. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Cancel. Oh, those are the Status Pro cards. Okay, got you. That's cool. Um, I have to open it with something else, obviously, or it's gonna, yeah, search the Microsoft Store. I've got to get in touch with Microsoft because my actual Excel and stuff isn't installed in this computer, so I cannot regale you guys with that. Sorry, man. So there's a lot. I'm glad I upgraded. I do want to try a Sports Illustrated season, um, but I want to see here if he has them because I don't remember what seasons are covered for SI baseball. So this isn't very helpful to me. I'll have to go back and watch the video and see like which one. Oh, you can play the season in real time. Okay. But yeah, JT, I guess for you, this wouldn't be a must buy, but rather a if you just want to buy another baseball game, I suppose. Yeah. Oh, go back to. All right, go back to the game. Okay, go back to game, and then go to player editor. But don't I have to bring in a library, or do I just make it a new library and give it a name? It's 1:24 a.m. I'm losing my two neurons are like, ouch. I know with new library this is how you create, but I don't know. God, I don't know. Oh, first install 2022. Okay. So yeah, the vanilla game's really really good. Okay, so I'm gonna install 2022. So I'm just gonna go over here and just grab 2022. All right, and just I wish this thing would go away for a second. Go away, man. Just whatever. Don't allow. Okay. Save 2022. Okay. And then I'm going to restore the season. Let's go back to my desktop. Now you guys know why my desktop is such a mess. I like to put shit there rather than documents and stuff like that. Oh, there's 1964. I should get that in there. That's what we are going to do earlier, right? All right, where's 2022? I should probably change my Where are you, man? Manage. There we go. It's gonna be a little easier to do it. There it is. Okay, open. Okay. All right, now I'm in 2022. All right. Then go to the player editor. Okay. I got you. As soon as I find it, there it is. Oh, okay. So I'm there now. Okay. Samuel Smith rocks, man. He spends my money and shows me how to do this stuff. Okay. Then go to import. Ah. Okay. Imports. And am I going to be doing this? I'm going to wait. Samuel, I appreciate you. You're probably texting like a madman on your phone or typing on your PC or something. Status Pro. Oh, fuck. Whoops, sorry. There, now I did drop the F-bomb. Oh, Mrs. Paul wasn't listening. Success! Nice. Pitcher. Import. Success! Okay. I have success. We have success. So how do I look at Manny blah, blah, whatever? Can I only see them in game? I thought I could see them outside. I remember from the older version that I could actually see their cards and print them and download them and stuff like that. Strange. Oh, but Sammy, yep. Import pitcher and batter. Yep, did that. 6-second delay here, guys. This is really it's an excellent product. I start talking about the kind of pros and cons. Go to game and load 2022. Okay, so I'm in there. I have 2022 is in here, right? A curse word after all these years. The Cubs, the Bears, man. To use an old adage, buddy, I curse like a sailor, actually. Except when I'm like performing. Music is a whole different story. Like Astros and Phillies and Status Pro advance. Do I do that as postseason? No. Oh my god. It's not going to be this. That's April. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I will say, I love the month view in this thing, which is super, super cool. And you can go ahead and play any game anywhere you want. I love that. Again, this was in 13 and probably all that. Oh, exhibition game. Okay, we like exhibition games. Okay, exhibition game. And we got these Astros and Phillies. Okay. So let the Astros be the visiting team. Is Luis Garcia good? I don't know these. I'm not an Astros fan, so I know this guy's good, Framber Valdez. Let's do Justin Verlander. Let's bring in old Justin. I don't know. Okay, boop, and the Philadelphia Phillies. Yeah, they choked in this one, didn't they? They whooped us tonight, though, man. So the Pirates, we got one more game with Philadelphia. Would like to split the series with them. We're talking about the 2026 Pirates now. Okay, and Aaron Nola and board game companion. No, I want to do it like that. And set lineups. Okay, pick advanced engine. Right, yeah, so I've got that. And if I play ball, can I play ball yet? There's Schwarber. Look at that guy. A ton of home runs, but 218. Average. Bryce Harper's been hitting the ball around there for you Phillies fans of late. Phillies have had a hell of a run, by the way. Holy shit. So with this game and out of the park baseball, you don't have to buy any seasons. Season creation, and I've done this before. Project creation in this game is as easy, almost as easy as Action PC Baseball. So I would say in order of difficulty of those three games, the easiest one for me has been Action PC Baseball, then this one. Out of the park baseball, you've got to do that mass player import, which is not the most elegant solution. There's their fourth edition ratings. Okay, that's kind of cool. And let's do, now we can look at everybody. JT says, oh, I like the slash line below the guys in the lineup. Let's go back and look at what we're doing there. Boop, there we go. Oh, he even has the Sports Illustrated, well, oh, so this is not a Sports Illustrated season, so I'm guessing that if this was a Sports Illustrated, so Mark, it'd be really nice if, like, on the download page, you could put a parenthesis. This is one of the seasons you can do with SI. Would be nice. So JT, I'm going to predict at some point, maybe when this goes on a deeper sale, that you're going to get this, maybe? You think? I mean, even if it's just to mess around with SI baseball, because the other option is Dombrov, which, of course, has all the seasons or whatever. But I'm glad to see. I like the presentation of SI baseball, and I would show that, except I can't remember um, that I like the digital diamond, all their ratings. Look at this, man. Even look at their roles. So for me to look at this, like, oh, cool, okay. Mark, you got a winner. If it goes down to $25, you might get it. Okay. I like it. I don't know why. I know that see, now if I had the logos in there, wouldn't that look sweet? Oh, look at that. There's the ballpark. Oh my God. Thank you, Samuel. Love it. I just didn't put the pictures in, but pretty cool, huh? All right, Yuli Gurriel will be facing off against Aaron Nola. And let's do it just for a minute. Okay, here we go. Nobody gone, and Nola shakes off a few signs, gets what he wants, and he delivers. Deep fly ball, center field. Vierling is there, makes the catch for the out. This is really nice. Yeah, got the cards to display. So that was the thing that drove me nuts last year, Mr. Wrestling. How you doing, guys? Mr. Wrestling is doing some super cool stuff with announcers and out of the park baseball. Subscribe to that channel and check it out. The method he's using is genius. It really, really is, and I'm hoping that like Matt Arnold and Will Bay and all those guys will say, "All right, let's try this," because Marcus Heinsohn said a couple seasons ago, he said, once AI gets to be viable, we really want to look into having an announcer. And if Out of the Park Baseball adds an announcer and can sync everything up nicely, which is not impossible, Old Time Baseball did it back in 1995. So yeah, there they are, man. There are the cards. And if I click anywhere, of course, you can get all the other kind of stuff, team replay comparison and all that, but they're here. Now, the only thing I want to change here to show you another thing that I really, really like about this. Hang on, it might already be there. Yeah, so we go to menu and go to options basic. And I want to show the engine details. Click true. All right, and let's go ahead. So Jose Siri is up now, and Aaron Nola ready to go. So one out here, top of the first, and sets and delivers, and strike three swinging, and there you go. So you get the results from the cards right there. So I think that's super cool. There was something that version 13, it just wasn't clicking with me, but this looks so cool to see these, to see the cards here, and I'm sure with Derek, with the Status Pro Advanced stuff, Samuel Smith did buy a season. So I'm going to be curious to see how that plays out. I got advanced running. It should show the stuff date. I have no idea what I have here, man. Um, I'm just listening to you. Huh. Show SP Park card? Really? Oh, okay. So this is right. Yeah, for the advanced. Okay. I'll say so you can show the board game companion guide when you're using the engine. Okay, nice. That's super, super nice. Oh man, I love what you do. Are you kidding me? I thank you. I think if they will take your idea and implement it, and or if there's a way that you could do that, of course I know the way you're doing it. So, but if they could do it, that would be every bit as immersive. It just would add. So you got Mike Silva's beautiful ballparks and uniform mods, and of course the other ballparks and logos and everything that others have done as well. And imagine having an announcer in out of the park baseball. A lot of people have wanted manual entry in that game. Um, I wouldn't bet the farm on that one, but you never know what those guys have up their sleeve. Vance will have a much more complex matrix and stuff data. Looks like I'm still in basic. Yeah, I am still in basic. That's what I'm looking at because if I go here, um, I can't do Status Pro Advance because I don't have, right? I mean, that's not going to let me do that, is it? Oh, okay. So there it. Oh, so you do get a Status Pro Advance. So there it is. Wow. Oh man. Okay, I got you now. Holy shit. All right, let's do another one here. Let's do another at bat. Oops. Duh. So the demo lets you do it. Standing in with a quick and powerful bat is Jordan Alvarez, and Nolan cranks it up and deals ground ball. It's going to split the outfielders. Verling chases him down. It's going to be a double for Alvarez. Nice. Yeah, this is sweet. Oh man, temptation setting in, isn't it? I mean, if I would do it at some point, I've just got to like, okay, I got to lock into one season because you imagine 25. So even if you just did 100 seasons of baseball, it's $2,500. I don't think so. Whoa. Although I have always said that it would be fun to. I've been looking for a game after Action PC to like totally go all in on, and I'm sure it would make Derek very very happy. I don't know what I would tell the female particle across the pond. Well, hon, yeah, I bought a bunch of baseball seasons. Oh, I know you don't, man. You never have. I mean, if you said I could get any season from him, so that might be cool to think about. Maybe next month, picking up a good Bucko season and playing it all the way through. We just did 1971 in Action PC, and even though that's my favorite pirate team, maybe I'll do like 1991 or something. 1991 Pirates. Get the 9-1 season. Why not? So some seasons are $10. I did join the Facebook group, but I don't know if is that where you buy them? Because I did join Derek's the thing on Facebook this morning. So for 10 bucks, I would spring for a few $10 seasons. That'd be okay. 1960. There's an excellent pirate team. Good point. It's not just the Bucks though. I mean, there's a lot of now this would be going way back in time, but really one of my favorite teams. I'd love just to email Derek to buy. Okay. The Cubs and Bears. The Cubs had some superb teams in the 1930s, especially like the 1932 and the 1938 Cubs. So do like them. Cardinals, it would have to be 1931 or 1934. So I'm thinking back older baseball now. I've never tried this game to see how well it does with dead ball, so I have no idea. Owl Park Baseball has the crown as far as I'm concerned with dead ball baseball. So yeah, these are incredible. That looks great. Look at that. Wow. So imagine then if you have this and you're also doing manual entry. Oh my God, the fun you would have with this, right? 32, 35, and 38. And Cubs were tough in the 1930s. And what's nice about the 1930s, too, is the Pirates. 1938, they were in that was a good pennant race between Chicago and Pittsburgh. And I know I don't do a lot of Cubs games on here, but I do like the Cubs. And I like the Cardinals. So being a Pirate fan, I don't have to have a horse in this race. Oh shit! See, now I want to put the logos in and the pictures because that would just be like freaking amazing. But there we go, man. To left copy, check out Path of Acra on Steam. I'll check it out right now. I will check it out right now. Everybody likes to spend my money, and that's okay. Oh, I have it. I have it. I'm such a dork. Yeah, I like this. You know what this reminds me of? Do you guys remember the Ultima games? So yeah, I got it. I have so many games. It's so bad. I forget what I have. Now I'm gonna throw one back at you, Mr. Wrestling, that you might like. If you like D&D stuff, this one, and it's on sale right now for what, $5.99. Low Magic Age. Look at that, man. Isn't that cool? Super super fun. It's based on D&D. Is it 3? Is it 3.5 rules or something? But I mean, it's a nice looking game, so, and totally cheap, and you can play it forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Really, really, really fun. Yep. So I said 3.5. Okay, so you have Low Magic Age as well. Nice. Yeah, it's a great game. Of course, Battle for Westnoth. If you want a good freebie, we're gonna get back to baseball in a minute here. We will. I promise. This game's been around since the before times, and if you don't want to spend the money for Age of Wonders 4, this game is just freaking incredible. Battle for Westnoth. So it may not look like much, but this game is incredibly deep. It's got, if you see the website for this thing, thousands and thousands of like complete full like total conversion for everything. This game really robust map editor. It's artifact creator. It's got all kinds of add-ons, and it's absolutely free. The Battle for Westnoth. Battle for Westnoth. No, Mr. Wrestling. No, 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 no. There's no such thing as going off topic. Please don't apologize, okay? Please don't apologize. Good stuff. It's not an RTS, it's turn-based strategy, JT. But but JT and I, we love. So I didn't buy it yet, JT. Did you buy Nomads yet? It's like $24.99 for Stellaris. This is the only DLC for Stellaris I don't have yet. Pretty sure. So, damn it. I'm like, oh, I want this game. Or I want this because this looks really cool. It's gotten mixed reviews, but I like the idea of it. Yeah. Well, and you said you had Age of Wonders 4? Do you have it? This game is just fucking incredible. It really, really is. Look at that. It's beautiful, man. This is like to me, this is the for fantasy 4X game. There's a lot of great ones out there, but look at that's incredible. And if you can imagine the race, you can build it. It's just that good. All right, back to baseball. Jeez. So you remember the first you remember the first, yeah, so do I have it. JT just bought a game called A Little to the Left. Yeah, DLC is going to have to. Yeah, Erin, how you doing from Torquay? So I keep seeing things about 007 First Light. Um, so yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I'm going to save this for now. Oh, it's an exhibition game, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. And we're back here. I've never tried. I mean, I have to do some things, but wow, you can search box scores in this. It's like I'm revisiting an old friend for the first time with a couple added bells and whistles. I probably should bring up 13 just offline and see what it was I was disappointed about with Status Pro because I'm very happy with this. And, having Sports Illustrated in here as an option. Shadow Magic. Oh my God, Shadow Magic is amazing. I love it so much. I have it on GOG and Steam. Shadow Magic's incredible, and it's got the artifact editor in it and stuff like that, and the Dire Penguin. If you like a sci-fi bent to things, Age of Wonders Planetfall is incredible too. So, if I do a spin-off channel, I will let you guys know because it seems like that there's enough interest in looking at some other types of games. As long as you're not looking for first-person shooters, because they literally make me ill. So, but maybe we will, because I know a lot of you guys are into like turn-based strategies, or some people probably into RTSs. Um, No Man's Sky is a game that I would feature a lot on a spin-off channel. Um, and I will do. There will be a couple sports games that we'll actually do on it. Do a horse racing game, do some Blood Bowl. See if Clinton's around for Blood Bowl because he's a big Warhammer fan like I am. And whatever. So we'll think about it. If I can make some time, it'd be fun. Because I'm looking at that library and it's like I gotta start doing. I don't even have my. I forgot my Epic Games login or my thingy. I've got to get that back too. So yeah, too many damn games. But if I do it, it would be run the gamut from casual games to really hardcore, more hardcore strategy stuff. And my wish list has about 6,000 games on it. So if anybody wants to, no. So Eden, nope. So the only reason I'll play Blood Bowl is because it's so absolutely like off the charts. Where you have like vampires versus the dark elves, and it's loosely based on American football. I think it's more like rugby, but it's great. You can cast spells, kill people, all kinds of stuff, and it's a great looking game. But no, and that's the thing too. I'm going back to Europe, and there's like footy everywhere. But I never caught the bug for what in America would be called soccer. Never caught the bug. It's an interesting game to watch, and certainly sort of kinda, but nope, never played it. I mean, if you want to see more Steam, come here, Steam. So, um, I kind of go all over the place. So I love ARPGs. So, Last Epoch is amazing. This is beautiful. Windrose. This is an incredible sort of pirate thing. I'm a big Diablo fan. Um, I even like casual games. This Beyond Words is actually really tough. It's this Balatro, but with Scrabble. So I'm really all over the place with games, except for first-person shooters. This is a classic, Children of Morta. Pretty incredible stuff. It's telling me what I should play next. It has no idea. And you can see by my playtime. Um, there's a lot. There's Talisman. I love if anybody wants to play Talisman. If you have it in your library, you just need the base game. I have all the DLC for it. Grim Dawn. is going to have a huge expansion. The Fangs of Astrakhan coming out the end of July, and it's going to be actually as large as the entire game. This is one of the greatest ARPGs you ever play. Spore is incredible. Yep, there's Super Mega Baseball. I've got 3 of the 4 of those. Warhammer Quest is back. This is incredible. This game here, Aranorth Chronicles, especially with the mods and everything. This game is extremely complex, but it's fun. Look at it, you got people here 300 some hours in this game. It's a card battler, but it's like nothing you've ever played before. So I'd love to do a little series on that. And then it has a predecessor called Reborn, and then one called Renaissance, which is, guess what? Yeah, it's centered around vampires. So yeah. Here's another good Fantasy 4X, Elemental Reforged, whatever. Whatever, man. Distant Worlds. I don't know, JT, if you've ever played Distant Worlds, the first one or the second one. Looks like I'm behind on this one, so whatever. I don't have a lot of money, so it is what it is. I have games here I've never even played yet. So, pretty crazy. DeMeo, which looks pretty cool. This is a Dungeons and Dragons tie-in, which is kind of cool. Kind of cool looking. Frosthaven is about to release into 1.0. Nice thing about that is you ever play Gloomhaven or Frosthaven, how long those things are set up, it's like right there digitally for you. So anyhow, enough of that, huh? So yeah, that makes sense, Aaron, that they're going to start making. I mean, my PS5 doesn't have a. I just bought so I can just download. I haven't even had it on for probably a year, but it's sitting right beside me. So I think I have a couple World War II things. So I'm more into medieval type stuff, up in your face, war games, I guess, and but as far as like more modern warfare, World War One interests me much more than World War Two, and there's starting to be some pretty decent World War One games coming out. But I'm not a grognard, sorry, my bad French. So I'm going to be more of a Total War Warhammer type guy, which is, I mean, you're controlling entire armies in real time, which is what a general would be doing. So, but I tried years ago playing Advanced Squad Leader, and it just made my brain like blow up. So, yeah. So, well, here's the thing. I don't right now, the Cubs. So what I'm doing, yeah, how many shoes she could have bought. Yeah, so not yet. So she and I are talking about doing a hand fasting next year, and then we also are talking about getting married. But stay tuned for that. I don't know. I don't know. I think she's really cool. She's a hippie chick, and all that, and a very purty one. So we'll see. But right now, yeah. So while she's 3,000 miles away, and this is an ex, so we were in a relationship some years ago, and then kind of went our separate ways. And she reached out to me at the beginning of May, and pretty much straight out sent me this beautiful song. And then she sent me one today. She actually wrote for me, and she's like, "I've always loved you. I still love you, and I want you back." And so we'll see. So JT Justice play mostly beers and pretzel strategy games like Panzer General. Those are fun. Oh man, yeah. Hearts of Iron is I do have it, Hearts of Iron, but yeah, I love. Do you remember Star General also, and Fantasy General? And Fantasy General 2 is pretty sweet. So got them both. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The Cubs and Bears. I don't have a wife telling me, "Oh, what are you doing buying that?" No, I know. Been there though. But luckily my ex-wife, was a big gamer. Um, so that was kind of cool. I remember when Elder Scrolls Oblivion came out, and the only thing I got to do in that game was install it, and she's like, "Ooh," and that was it. I think she put, and I conservative estimate about 900 hours into Oblivion, so that was kind of nice. This one, she's like, "Yeah, games, whatever." Oh my god. So yeah, so you're yeah, that's I get that, man. So you know what? If she's cool with it though, that's the thing. You if you find yourself a significant other and she's like, yeah, whatever, it makes you happy. That's cool. Because there was somebody I was seeing and she doesn't understand gaming at all. She's like, what? But you could like buy like not even for her. She's like, you could buy yourself like some nice boots and some nice clothes. What's that gonna do for you? Well, it keeps me from going insane. I would rather like destroy orcs than you know like people. So, guys, I don't know. I mean, my verdict on this is I'm glad I bought it. I really am. Um, I gave it a lot of thought today, and I thought, you know what? I want to go with this, and I'm really really glad I did. Really really glad I did. But I do want to learn how to use the play-by-play editor because I just like to know. So that's my verdict. I would say on a tier list, S, A, B, C, D. This is A tier. This is definitely A tier. So that's me. And then give this one an A. S tier. That's Out of the Park Baseball and Action PC. Those are S tier games for me. They're superior. Boom. But this is really really brilliant. Got to change the out things though, Mark. Having the first out as the red dot and the second the white doesn't. I want to see the red come on, please. And get rid of the instructions. You can use a player's first and last name to import them. It's got to be Baseball Reference ID or whatever else. I forget what the other thing is. But I like it. It's good. It is good. Now I just got to get everybody copied in here in all the ballparks, assigned, find a season that I want to do, or create a draft out of that monster thing. I'd like to see how well this drafts because Action PC drafts very, very, very well. So I want to see how this will do. Um, and I wish there was, and I know it would be a lot of work. I wish there was a baseball history collection type thing for this game. But that's something that just Diamond Mind and Action PC have. I don't think any other baseball games have anything quite like that. The CHD Career Historical Disc from Strat is just uses career totals and your actual it actually that favors players who didn't play as long, and so they tend to outperform in that. And you got rookie year, final year in the majors, and that always weighs down the players that have been there longer. So when I used to play Stratomatic, the PC game, as opposed to Strat Max, I did have the career historical disc, but I found it was, in comparison to Action PC, was really, really lacking. So, but that is Digital Diamond Baseball. Very similar to version 13, but you do have the addition of Sports Illustrated Baseball, and I think you have a much better implementation of Status Pro Baseball. Plus, now Samuel Smith, I'm like my credit card's like, oh come on, you can buy a couple seasons, a couple of the $10 ones. Um, really, really, really nice stuff. Love it. Um, and of course, there's downsides to this game is it's a lot of work to set everything up. I don't think it's as, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I think Action PC and Out of the Park Baseball, part of the reason it makes them an S tier game is I think it's a lot easier to set everything up without jumping out and going to different editors. So, I mean, Mark has chosen to do it this way. It's not that it's a bad thing, but I'm here with players, and I'm going over here with rosters, and I'm going up here with ballparks. I'm kind of jumping around, but it's a decision he's made, and I will say that this works better than it used to when this game was like again version 3. Um, Animation would be really nice. Even a chalkboard type animation in Action PC, I think would really dress this thing up. Presentation is nice, except for the little gold halo behind the players. I really, really just find that like the rest of the game looks so nice, and I don't like that. I wish I could change it. I do some cool things with it. Sound is bad. I will not play this game with sound. So that's a drawback for it. I think Action PC and Out of the Park Baseball have great sound. Um, Play by play is good. It's not as good as Diamond Mine Baseball or Baseball for Windows. Can't touch those, but it's pretty good. Action PC, I know that you can. I don't pay attention to the play by play in that game, nor do I pay attention to it in Out of the Park Baseball. So, but the games that really tout that, um, good stuff. Really, really, really good stuff. The board game companion is cool. I won't use it because I think Pocket Pennant Run and Action PC and Payoff Pitch do it better. I don't want to be typing in commands. That's not a knock on Digital Diamond Baseball whatsoever. It's just preference. Big Rev Kev, he says, you can see the facts for SPA if you do the board game companion mode. Then all the charts you need are in the data files. That's cool. Yes. So the implementation this year is really, really, really good. I like it, and I'm happy just playing just the Status Pro 4th edition, and being able to just play it digitally and just watch it play out and just manage. And also another big plus for this game is I love the fact that you can change engines. So from traditional to Status Pro, and if the season supports it, Sports Illustrated kind of mix match, chop and change if you want. Um, and for Status Pro Advanced, we do have um, Stat Pro Baseball from Crash. I know, unfortunately, a lot of people said they have had trouble getting that running. So that's a network framework thing, and I should do a tutorial on that tonight. But when you start diving deep into this game, there's just so very much you can do. And see, but like here, for instance, it's like, why can't, if I'm in here, why can't I just write? Because I'm doing the organization, and so again, guys, what I'm thinking here is Action PC Baseball. So if I'm setting up an organization Action PC Baseball, I don't have to jump all over the place. So I'm doing the organization here, right? But I want to be able to just look at players, and I can't do that. I have to go elsewhere to do that. Um, so just for illustrative purposes, my computer's going to get really pissed off at me, but that's okay. So we bring up Action PC Baseball and give it a minute because it's loading in something from the Baseball History Collection. There we go. It's an all-time greats franchise. So for here, let's say I wanted to do work with the Pittsburgh Pirates. So everything I need to do is right here, and I don't have to run around and do different things. As far as that goes, like, because the roster tools really, really nice. There's all the manager stuff. There's the modified team. So that's just, I can just assign the ballparks right here. Logos down here. And let's click in there and click P. For the Pirates, I don't even know what. I'm just gonna pick a pirate logo. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Um, there we go. And there. So I find this easier to kind of work with for setting up things. So, for instance, I have one that I start because I wanted to try this, and sorry it's being weird, but that's because I made it go too fast. Um, so I was trying to do this peak thing, and as you can see, I only have a couple players, a few players in here with Boston because DK Sports is selling these things where now you can play a season, but instead of the players having their actual stats, you can you're gonna see them at the peak, like their peak slice. So in other words, it's just a bunch of subsets of the baseball history collection. I'm thinking, well, all right, let me try to do one by myself. And now I understand why he's charging for them. It's a lot of work because since you're pulling them out of the baseball history master, which is approaching 20,000 players, you're and there's a lot. It's a lot of work. So I'll probably end up just at some point trying one or two seasons just to see how it would play out because you're seeing everybody at their best. So Bernansky here, pretty good, and Greenwell, right? Good stuff. Here, 15 home runs, 291. I mean, who wouldn't take that? 87 ribbies. Anyhow, I'm getting off target. Let's go back. So yeah, but I think it's a damn fine baseball game. So I don't regret this one. If you go to Team Editor, you can now see rosters from there. It looks like, but not sure you can edit from there. So if I go to Team Editor, so again I have to look. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so you can look. Well, you can download right here. So we can look at the rosters and let's look at well, the Pirates sucked in 2022. Let's look at the Boston Red Sox because they're just right here. So there they are, and I like that. That looks nice. Again, with the pictures on here, this is going to look really nice. So thanks for calling that out, Kevin. Appreciate you. So that's nice, nice presentationally. The Cubs, the Bears. I don't know if he's still around, but let's look at the. There we go. They all look alike, all the Chicago Cubs. But cool. Love it, man. Thank you, Kevin. I didn't even realize that. And of course, this has been around forever. And, you know, pick your logo. I don't have the logos put in yet, so nice. So Kevin, I got to tell you, I'm very happy with the progress that Dan is making on Game Pulse Payoff Pitch. I really like that game a lot. Oh, I was just showing the 2022 Cubbies there. That's all. So yeah, so that's also a screen you can export the status pro cards. And let's do that. Let's do it with the Cubs. So status pro bat, and they can be in your export status pro basic cards folder. So let's just look at the batters. And this was something that was in last year as well too. So you could just you basically got status pro baseball now, like all these seasons. So you gotta love that. If these things would have been around when I was an undergraduate, or if games like Magic the Gathering, which was just starting, oh my god, I would have flunked out. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. So I'm kind of thankful. I forget where it said the hell it is now. Um, really, 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 really. Oh, status pro. Oh, that's rolls and charts. Is this it? I don't know if this is it. No, I have to. Hang on a second. Let me do this again. We'll do it with the pictures. Status Pro Basic Cards folder. Okay. Sorry, my brain's not working tonight now. It's getting late. I should have some of you gurus on here with this game and say, okay, this is what you got to do, because this is just a first look for me for this year's edition. Damn stinking Brewers beat your Reds again, says Aaron. Alright, so let's go to Steam Apps. And Common. Steam has so many damn subdirectories, doesn't it? It's awful. Okay. Export. Okay, thank you. Status Pro Basic Cards. There we go. And we pulled out 22. There's Chicago. Look at that, man. How cool is that? Get yourself a printer, Beatles Eternally, and you're off to the races. Look at that. They look nice, too, don't they? Holy frijoles, baby. You're a Braves fan, and the Phillies are getting scary close. I did, yeah. So, colleague of mine at work, big Phillies fan too, and he was sort of bemoaning how they started out. And I said, "You guys are going to pick it up," and they have. Phillies have been and right now, we're not doing you guys any favors, that's for sure. Look at the, I don't know what we're looking at. Oh, there, Chicago pitchers. There we go. We're not doing you any favors right now. We've played 3 games against the Phillies in this series. We've won 1. They've won 2. We got 1 more. Yeah, man, I don't own a printer. So, but this is real. It's tempting. I mean, these cards are beautiful, aren't they? Look really nice. But like, I would have to ask you guys, like, if I would decide to do this, and I think it won't be until I do move to Europe, then I'm gonna have more space, and ask you guys, okay, what kind of card stock do I buy for this, and how do I do it? Because I do want to play Cards and Dice Baseball again, especially with all the board game companions out there now. It makes a lot more sense for me. But I could so see myself doing these. And why not? I mean, Status Pro is a hell of a good baseball game. It really is. I don't know what all this is. Oh, these are just from Pocket Pen and Run. I'm such a baseball junkie. So are you guys. So you can't make fun of me. So if I'm exporting team attributes, what's that do? Oh, okay. I don't know what that does. I guess we'll have to look. I have no idea. Okay. So, well, Aaron, you're a Braves fan and you're a Reds fan, though, right? So, Kevin, I mean, how are you feeling about Game Pulse? Let's talk about Game Pulse for a few minutes. Do you like it? Nixon Sanders, Sid Bream, David Justice, both the Joneses, Chipper and Andrew. Yep. The Crime Dog, Greg Maddux, one of the greatest pitchers of all time, right there, Greg Maddux. Yep. So you were confused on the attribute stuff. Yeah, in this, I'm not sure what Mark's talking about in here. So, good call. Loving Game Pulse. But really just for the board game companion, so you're not actually playing Payoff Pitch in it? It's interesting. It has a nice board game companion. Come along really, but I like actually playing it as Payoff Pitch as well. But I am starting a 1955 project using Strat Max as the game that I'm rolling dice in, and then actually using Game Pulse. And it was your idea to actually import the actual games into a season. That's such a brilliant idea. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of testing too. I've been doing a lot of talking, but I do, I've asked Dana, and some of my suggestions are in the game. And the next one asked for on behalf of Sports Time Machine is for the board game companion for people that own payoff pitch seasons is to actually have the dice when they're using board game companion. And Dana thought that was a good idea, so I'm hoping. So you have a hard time playing the digital versions of games. Okay, all right, that's fair. I think it plays really well, just like I think Strat Max plays Strat pretty damn well. I know a lot of people grouse that you can't, it doesn't have true solitaire play. But coming from a digital background, I have no problem with that at all. I'm totally cool letting the computer manage a team and I'm managing the other one. Because I find when I'm playing Pocket Pennant Run, just as an example, I'm like, okay, I need to be fair to both sides. So, what, who's going to be best to bring in against this team? But then I've got to match that. So I'm kind of happy that you do play against an AI in StratMax. I like it. I hope he does it too. He said it was. Thank you, Kevin. He said it was a great idea, and I mean he's already got the. Let's go ahead and close out of this. He's already got the dice in the game. If you're playing payoff pitch, flying all over the place. You guys, you realize I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. So here we are, 1970. Even started putting in logos and stuff like that. I don't even think I have any of the ballparks set up for this thing yet. Let's have them play a National League team here for a minute. Forrest went to bed, so all right, let's do an Atlanta Braves team here. Cubs Braves. And let's just generate everything up. Bad Cubs color. I keep forgetting to ask Dana, can we... I did ask once. Can we please... There's not enough choices on here. And none of these look like Cubs blue. And none of them look like Dodger blue either. Really. So, that's one thing. I don't like the way the Braves look either. So, just make a color wheel, damn it. Please. Let's play ball. And I'm not using. I don't have any of the stadiums set up in this one. We're just gonna have fun for a few minutes. I love the flow of the game. Love the flow of the game. I love how the cards just pop, and the sort of call out window for if you don't want to decipher the player card. It's really cool. All right, so Carl Morton is going to be pitching to Jose Cardinal. Here we go. Here is the pitch. And I love the flow of this thing, man. You can't mess up. All right, this is going to be tough. Batter and base hit for Jose Cardinal. Oop, there we go. And this game looks great when you use the actual ballpark photos. Keep rolling. Okay, and sack bunt. Okay, there we go. Don Kessinger up there now. Wheelhouse. And liner to second. Oop. But you're absolutely right. Let's cancel this. And let's get out of this one. Options, game, close game. Oop. Close game. Oop. But you're right about this. So this is what I'm going to be embarking on. I do want to put in the... but there you go. There are those imports, and I love that. So I did set up the parks in this, actually. So we should be seeing Ebbets Field. But my away lineup is incomplete. Oh, that's because I've got to put what's-his-face in here. Kurt Roberts. This guy played like a couple games with the Bucks that year, and he somehow ended up in this whatever. So he shouldn't be down there. Somebody Somebody here doesn't belong. Forget who it is now. Shit. Is this Toby Atwell? I don't know, man. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's edit this lineup and slide everybody around a little bit here. There we go. Yeah, so I could have used a better Ebbets Field, but I just whatever. I think it really, really, really pops. The only problem is I don't have Strat Max up here to roll any dice or anything like that. So, but I do love this board game companion in this game. I always thought I think the addition of special and manual really needed this. It says the rare fallback. Well, on a 2-3 ground out, you need that because that's the only way you're going to get it done, right? So catcher to first, and then done, complete play. Batter out 2-3. So because that was missing. I was doing a game a few weeks ago, Kevin, and there was a right. It was just a little tapper out in front of the plate. Campanella pounced on it, threw to Gil. What was supposed to, right, throw to Gil Hodges, and so before he added the manual and the special, there was no way to record a 2-3 put out in this game. But I like it. I know a lot of people are kind of like, but I think a lot more people are liking it. I just wish there were. Um, I just hope folks can be patient. I know, like JT is saying, he's leaving it on the shelf for a while. Um, but it as a board game companion, I mean, shit, you got all the seasons. As long as you own the season of the game that you're playing, Bob's your uncle. So, you could, for instance, why not, print out a bunch of Status Pro baseball and just play it here if you wanted, rather than using the board game companion in version 14. Although, yes, I know you can click on the results and the cards, but if you wanted something a little bit more, just that, why not? So, Pocket Pennant Run Baseball, says Paul Fay, there will be a release this weekend, fixing a couple bugs. We will be able to do defensive substitutions, which is really, really cool. I like that. That's it, guys. Wow, we're going off in 3 hours. That was not my intention. Not my intention at all, but I just got the baseball bug all the time. So, that is all. That is all. Yeah. Let's jump out of here. Just close it. I don't want to save it. And we're back. I'm really excited about those all-star teams that they're going to be releasing. You're welcome, Kevin. You are welcome. Big Rev Kev hanging out with us, baseballing it like it should be done. And I think of the 15 people watching, I'm guessing 10 are asleep. Certainly not to the sonorous tones of my voice, but rather the fact that I just have that kind of voice that can put you to sleep. So, this was supposed to be about Digital Diamond, so we got to make sure that that is the game that shows last. So we're just going to fire it up again. Scroll to top, boink, and there we go, and just fire it back up again. It says we close the stream because people are like, why is Payoff Pitch up there? So JT, you think you'll be free Sunday night, bud? 1:26 p.m. Thursday in Bangkok. So I want to do something really fun, just really, really quick. I want to see how close my temperature is to your temperature, because right now, whoo, Bangkok, Thailand weather. Let's see where you guys are. Yeah, so we're actually hotter than Thailand. We're hotter than Thailand right now. Holy shit. So, yeah, we're going to be hitting 100. So, you guys are in the low 90s. We're hitting like 100 degrees the next 2 days. We've had a nasty heat wave here in all over the United States, from like east of the Rockies all the way to the eastern seaboard. It's been awful, man. Seems like old times with Clinton, isn't it? Man, the Cubs and Bears, I'm so happy when you do come in, and it's pretty rare, but love it. Barring anything bizarre, everything should be good to go. Good, man. Yeah, 90, so it's actually cooler in Thailand than it is in Pennsylvania. Holy shit. Brutal. Yeah, man. This heat wave has been awful. JT, go ahead. Yes, Europe. So, a lot of people, Unifix, welcome in. And I mean, Unifix, welcome in. Aaron is here. I don't know what it's like in Turkey. I should look too. Yeah, Europe had it last week. France had some crazy high temperatures that they never had before, and so. But I know today at work, man, I was like, phew, no matter how much I stayed hydrated and what have you, it was just like, this is ridiculous, just ridiculous. But you know what? Over in the winter, we had some like really massively below zero windy days, and I'll take the hot weather over that crap anytime. As much as hot weather is more dangerous. The only thing is like, if you got hot weather in Florida, at least you can go do fun things. This is Pennsylvania. What are you gonna do? I mean, go hike in the mountains, I suppose, or whatever, or get down the Susquehanna River or something. But not the same. Yeah, Unifix, rub it in. What is winter, right? Yep. Winter is when it's like what? I mean, well, you guys right. You get like a lot of rain, but yeah. I mean, you've seen it on the telly, right? What is winter? Smart ass. That's funny. What is winter? I'd like to be able to say that. What is winter? Unfortunately. So I'm half Irish, half Italian, and I you would always ask the Italian side of my family. It's like, and but most Italians, right? They settled in the northern part of the United States: Chicago, Boston, New York, Philly. And I'm like, why the hell didn't more of us settle in the South? But like, because my family's from southern Italy and Sicily. I'm like, so yeah, in the northern Italy, you do get winter. You get to Sicily, you don't really get winter, or southern Italy down in like Calabria and Potenza, Basilicata, those the areas down around the boot, the very tip of the boot in Italy. And it's like, we came over to this really cold weather. The northern Italians, they're fine with it, but I'm like, this sucks. And Ireland doesn't get as cold in the winter as it does here either. So, just all messed up, man. What's winter? That is the quote of the night. What is winter? Oh my God, 60 degrees here to be a state of emergency. Unreal, man. 60 degrees. Right now, I would sell my soul. Okay, so kind of warm in Istanbul at 30 degrees Celsius. Yeah. So that's warm, but we're warmer. We're warmer than Istanbul. Holy shit! So tomorrow, boy, have we veered off track. But what else is so tomorrow, Friday, it's going to be 38 Celsius here in Pennsylvania, and so we're warmer. Pennsylvania is warmer than Torquay. Yikes. Oh, man. Unreal. Unreal. So, that is about it, guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's Cubs Bears, singling you out, man, because I don't see you enough, and we've had some great conversations. And I know when D. Scott Howard's been in here, Ken Castro, and you, and I will never, ever, ever, ever forget the night when you guys were talking about, your first encounters with playing APA and playing Strat. And I remember the rest of the chat was just absolutely just, and I had gotten a lot of comments in that night. And I don't know how we just got into it. I just asked, hey guys, what was your perspective? Because when you guys started playing this stuff, there wasn't a billion baseball sims around, and there were no digital baseball sims around. And you had what? You had Appa, Strat, Sherco, Catico. There wasn't like this crazy embarrassment of riches, and it was amazing. That was one of the highlights of doing this, was listening to you guys, or reading, but you know what I mean. And just talking about that, and it was just incredible, just absolutely incredible. And I think it gave everybody this. Everybody had got the feels from it, man. It was good. It was good. Definitely good. So. So that is it. Digital Diamond Baseball version 14. Mark Cohen, you got yourself an A-list game here for sure. I just hope you'll fix a few of the things. And certainly a lot you can do with this game, guys. And I hope for those of you who buy it, if you're a member of the Discord, please, 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 please talk about what you're doing in any baseball game. If you're not in the Discord, leave comments, because I do the comments about comments thing. Comment on videos, like what you're doing. This isn't about me. It's about us as a baseball family. And, what are you doing in your projects? Would love to know. There's lots of people doing it. We got a great Discord. Please consider joining it. Doesn't cost you anything. I don't get any money from it. So the Cubs Bear says he started before app. He says his fingers were calloused from the spinners we used, late 1950s. I've seen those spinner games. I mean, I've never seen one up close, but I've seen pictures of them. They look like they were fun, right? And you put wasn't it like a different disc for each batter or something? I think there was something called was it called All Star Baseball? Was one of them that had the spinners and those. So you had larger areas. So I would imagine Babe Ruth would have a big area or areas for home runs, and somebody like Zach Wheat, not as much. Great player, but there you go. I'd love to. I know I've looked on eBay for those games, but Jesus, is they expensive. So your very first game was All Star Baseball. Wow, that's cool. Let's look it up. Let's look it up for a second, you guys. People are in the mood to talk baseball here, so why not? Of course, it's looking for the All-Star game. All-Star Baseball board game. There we go. Board game discs. There we go. Oh, this is from Catico. Okay. There we go. So here are the discs. Not cheap. So, but no, I mean, not too terribly expensive. Yeah, let's take a look. There's Babe Ruth. Look at that. That 9, I guess that's got to be his home run thing. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Jeez. I would love to play this. So there's 32 players in this set. I don't know. Can you even still get the base game for this? I don't know. There's Big Six. Rennie Stennett make it with these guys. I have no idea. That's fun. Here's Eddie Matthews, Eddie Collins, Cy Young, Al Kaline. Wow. So, oh, you get 1951. It's not so bad, is it? Oh, here you go. $70 for 1968. There it is. Super, super damn cool. Look at that. Home team at bat. Visitor at bat. Batting key. Wow, this looks fun. JT, you came in some cash. Why don't you buy this for me? Oh, I like that. That's really cool. So this was right. You guys remember Dynasty League had like the you could buy the ballparks, but that's really cool. Look at that. You got Wrigley. I know I'm making everybody seasick right now. I'm sorry. Boy, what a sharp looking game, huh? But Ethan Allen's All Star Baseball. Wow. So maybe 9 his walks and a homer. 1 was a home run. 9 was a walk. Okay. Let's see if this is still around. There it is. Oh, 1942. Look at this, man. I'd be afraid to play it, though. Doesn't that look cool? Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Weird looking baseball diamond, but wow. Look at that. Oh, man. There we go. Double steals, hit and runs, squeeze plays. Oh, look at that spinner. Metal spinner there. This is so cool. Oh my god. Oh, they were still making this in 1989? I didn't know this game was still around then. 3,000 tabs opened here. Okay, that's kind of trippy looking. Oh, the disc looks nice. Look at that, huh? And $73, that's not bad. That is not bad at all, at all, at all. You guys have great memories of this stuff, man. Love it. Looks great. What a classic game. Doesn't that look great? Jeez. $6 in 1958, and I'm like, oh, $73. That's not bad. Damn. So yours was in the 80s. Had to be one of the last years they produced it. Yeah, I mean, it's 89. Wow. Version you had with the player picks and the big scoreboard. That's cool. That is cool. So I wonder, if you guys, right? Because there's so many damn baseball games now, which is good. More baseball, the better, as far as I'm concerned. But when you had those choices, and come on, you got 1958, you were a kid, the Cubs, the Bears. So, what were you saving up your lawn mowing money or whatever it was, your allowance, and you played the hell out of that game, $6 back in 58. Yeah, with the way things are going, sure. I mean, you could probably fill up a car in the 1950s for $6, but that was a lot of money. A lot of money. But I wonder how much, guys. As we just leave you with a question. I'm going to pass this off to Bernie then for a possible little thing that we'll do in Diamonds and Dice. But do you feel that with the the large amount of baseball games that there are, both cards and, let's say, analog and digital, that it's harder to stay focused on one, whereas back in the day there weren't as many choices, right? So I'd be curious, how is that, how has more of these affected the hobby? And there must be some money to be made, because people are still making baseball sims, right? Analog and digital, they're all over the place. What's allowance? We never got any. Okay, so the Cubs, the Bears was what would you, petty larceny back in the day. We're not going to tell anybody. It's all right. What's allowance? Jeez, that's tough. And you walked up to school both ways, right? Hard to focus on one game. Yeah, I can't. I just bought this tonight. I don't know how many baseball games I have, but and just digital. I only have one pure cards and dice game right now, but I used to have more. But I can't. It's hard for me. I'm like, what am I going to play tonight? What am I new to play? And I can't. For me to stay focused on one game, because there are too many choices. On the flip side, it is kind of nice to see how different games do what they do to try to emulate the sport that we all love. So, yeah, fun. Fun, fun, fun. The game I'm jonesing for is National Pastime 3, but holy shit. Just too expensive right now. Everything's too expensive right now. Anyhow, I want to thank everybody. We topped out at around 22 people, so that's pretty good. 22 family members hanging out. Cubs Bear says, actually walked a mile to school each way. Your kids didn't believe you either. I used to walk to school. In fact, when I worked at Penn State, after I graduated from there, I used to walk to work in the spring, summer, and fall. And that's how I got to meet Joe Paterno and learned that his favorite game was baseball. And he and I used to talk baseball. How cool is that? So, that was fun. I love it. I love it. I don't know. Kids these days don't even believe that people went outside to play. Come on. We all played stickball when we were kids. Shit. Sheer amount of games say almost has a paralyzing effect on me. Nice. Yeah, JT, how about it? Big Rev Kev says, listen to the stream to get sleep. Even now you're tempted to get up and play. Oh, man. Well, where is it? Where you? So 2:45 here. So Nashville. Are you guys? Is that Central Time? I don't know. I don't. I should look in the time zones, but I don't know. It is. It is a lot, and what you can do with them all too. It's like, hey, you want to do this? Go ahead and do it. So I don't know. Something to think about. But anyhow, thank you guys. Love to everybody. What a great family we got here. Like here in Central. So, well, 1:45 a.m. You could get in. You could get in a baseball game. Come on. Big Rev Kev. You're off work. You're off work tomorrow. What are you doing listening to me? Go play baseball, man. Go roll up a game, brother. You know? Have fun. Off work tomorrow. Stay in. Play baseball. Get the air conditioner rocking and play some baseball, man. That's so I think when God creates hot days like this, he wants us to stay in and play baseball because, as we know from the very beginning, right? Genesis, in the big inning. So we know God's a baseball fan. So there we go, right? Oh man, JT, we're gonna have you on Sunday night. I'm happy to stay up too. This is great. This is fun. There he is. There's the. We can't leave yet. Dennis here with us. He says 8:45 in. So Dana, I'm going to be pretty soon. You and I are going to be very close in time zones. I'm moving to the Netherlands probably end of the year, beginning of next year. Moving back. So grab the coffee. Working on game, Pauls. Have a great day. Thank you, man. I'm loving it. loving Game Pulse. Loving the board game companion, and of course the implementation of a fantastic game. I think you're doing a great job, buddy. But you just do please remember to sleep at some point. 246 for the Cubs to Bears. He's down there in the deep south. He says he's going to play. Damned insomnia. All right, cool. Everybody's saying how, Dana? Yeah, we are. I mean, that would be a lot of fun. So, because Paul is in Cyprus, Paul Fay. I'll be in the Netherlands. You're in Poland. How cool is that? We've got dude named Hammer. He's in England. MV also in the United Kingdom. He lives in Wales. So we'll all be within a couple hours of each other. I think that'd be great. I'm gonna have to change my broadcasting schedule though, because most of the people on here are American. So that means I'm going to be staying up way later, like 6 in the morning over there to do my midnight streams for these guys here. So um, that'll be fun. That'd be incredible. So we're gonna have a European baseball fan get together. That'll be fun. But you guys are all welcome to come over too. Europe's very nice. Except for Belfast was burning a couple weeks ago, but we're hoping that's all done with now. Poor Belfast. Or Belfast. Oh man, I love it. Again, so Dana, I'm going to be starting that 1955 project, and really looking forward to it, and all the work that you guys did, and how generous to just have everything in there, and how responsive you've been to the community has been absolutely just phenomenal, phenomenal, and that's so rare for a game developer. Um, you know, and you're doing it, and it's elegant. It's so elegant, and it's really a joy to play. So there we go. That is it. Getting guys, join the Game Pulse Discord. For those of you that are still, kind of like maybe a little bit on the fence about the game or whatever, it's a really, really, really good community that's there. And a lot of folks that are in our baseball family here are on that Discord. And Dana, I have to give you next time I see you in here, I'm going to give you a moderator shield. So, but it's a great community over there on that Discord. So join it. It's kind of nice because Dana's very communicative, sorry, about what's coming up, what to expect, what he's working on. And I've beta tested other games, and this has been the best experience being a beta tester. So thank you, buddy, so much for that. I don't know how to say thank you in Polish. Somebody taught me and I forgot. And I don't want to insult you and say it in Russian. So, but you have been, man. You've been great, and like I said, I hope you just get some sleep. Yeah, do that. It's like you're on all the time. I'm like, does this guy sleep? Are you an upir, which is the Polish version of a vampire? So Dana he's the community upir, right? Good stuff, brother. Thank you for a great game, a great translation of a fantastic game. You are welcome, man. Can't wait to get over to Europe, get myself back over to Europe, and get settled. And yeah, we'll figure it out, man. Because Poland's always been on my bucket list to visit. Anyhow, I have a lot of Polish friends, and always wanted to visit there. So make that happen. All right, guys, that is it for tonight. We have been here for 3 hours and 19 minutes, which would be the theatrical release of The Fellowship of the Ring. Until the next time, we'll see everybody around the batting cage. Take care of yourselves. If it is hot where you are, you're in this heat wave right now in the United States. Europe went through theirs last week. It was hitting Eastern Europe toward the end of the week. Stay safe. Stay safe. And if you're the Cubs, the Bears, who's retired, and your big Rev Kev who's got off work tomorrow, play baseball, crank the air conditioning, have yourself a nice beverage or 7, and have fun. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you around the batting cage. Good night.